Alright, just go live for a bit. So this stream is shut for some reason, bro. Alright, dude, the link changed now. Shit. No, no, it's not. It's not.
Yo, I'm here. What's up?
Yeah, we live. The
We're
link
live?
now is different. No, we can go. We can start again. The thing is connected back.
Sweet. Is it cool if I start the unmute and everything?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, great. We still have to wait for the spectator delay, don't we?
Yeah, we have to.
Oh boy.
That's fine. Hello. Thing is, when that link changes, right? I don't know what the new link is. The new link is just the live link. Just join, na, 4G rubber. You can unmute.
Just let me know when everybody is all set to go. And when the stream gets unmuted. So wait, does Shy9 actually have a Riot ID?
No. That's a joke we do because he does so much for the community. We just think that he's involved in Riot or something. That's the internal joke that we have going around. Riot Shy9. But he might just be actually like Riot. We don't know that for sure. Alright, cool. So thing is that we don't know if Shy9 is a part of Riot or not. That's the conspiracy theory going on. So chat, let me know if you think Shy9 is a Rioter or not. Like there's a lot of things that point to him, and the thing is that we've never seen Shy9 in real life, and we don't know how he looks like because his face profile is it's a red mask literally. So
that's very mysterious, like kind of like our Eximious coach Flux. No one's ever met him in person.
I thought the old uncle at the Asian Games was Flux.
That's just a meme. That is a meme. That is not actually Flux.
Oh, are you sure? Is that really a meme though? Is that just Flux doing his double cover identity? You think he's not?
Actually,
he's
thing is, nobody knows. He might be Flux. He might not be Flux. But he sure as hell didn't give any coaching during that stay.
Alright, so let's go back to the lobby, boys. We will restart right now. Rohit, you can move to the lobby screen. So, apologies for the delay. There was a spectator bug. Now, that is unfortunate that there is a spectator bug, but hopefully the game has resumed back with no issues. So, what this means for us is we can simply go back and talk about the draft. Let's quickly move in. So the draft seemed pretty good. I mean, we were talking about how Fiora and Yasuo are going to be late game scalers along with the Jinx as well. So definitely when you look at the composition, Eureka, I agree with you that it's a late game scaling. It's like in the late game it's heavily in favored in Eximious' favor, but in the early game you could see Ruthless making some plays and getting advantages.
After, because of the lack of damage on the Ruthless Gaming side, they picked more like overtime damage and not too much burst, aside from the Nocturne pick. If Jinx is allowed to get her items, if she's allowed to build a bit defensive, the damage is going to fall into favor of Eximious' side. So I feel like there is that advantage that they have over the Ruthless Gaming's composition, who doesn't have a overtime damage healer that can like an 80 carry or marksman. So if they don't finish the game, if they don't take use of their balling advantage quickly enough and well enough, they might be in for some punishment due to their draft.
Definitely, that's exactly what they need to be careful of, and I think it depends a lot on the early game gets played. Like, this is not going to be easy for either teams. Like, they've generally had a smooth run onto the tournament, I'd say. Not a lot of difficulties in the group stage, 6-0, 6-0. Ignite eSports did give Eximious some troubles, and even Lanka Lions in that aspect. Similarly, Meme Team also had some early game advantages, but in all, like, it was Eximious and Ruthless who kind of like stormed through the competition, I would say, without much difficulty. So this is where the true test of their mettle comes in, right? This is where, okay, now they're not just against any team, they're up against a really good team of nearly the same caliber. So now it's like the decision to see if who ends up getting a lead. And I have a feeling, right, if any of these teams gets a small enough lead, they're the kind of teams to pull that lead out and get a victory, right? So I think that early game skirmishes, whoever has like that slight more awareness to roam faster or like slightly better mechanics, right? It could just boil down to those game of ventures in the early game where you could see that becoming a lead and that ends up snowballing off of it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, and that's where, you know, League of Legends, I would definitely say it's a game of inches, right? Like you have to be correct at the right places, and small things like a flash cooldown or a side misstep or getting caught by a binding, they end up mattering in the longer run.
Not to mention, like, Eximious has been like known for making mistakes early on in the game against even weaker teams or teams that are not that as adept as Ruthless or stuff like that, or good at punishing them. They still managed to come out ahead. Like even against Ignite eSports or the other teams they played against, they did yield a bit of an advantage in their early game to the enemy team. However, their draft allowed them to get back. Their decision making allowed them to actually make the opponent concede over small objectives. They managed to grab themselves a goal lead. They managed to stay in the game despite their early mistakes. And I don't think this is one game that if they cannot afford to make those mistakes.
Exactly.
And if they are going to lose, then they're going to lose based off those tiny mistakes they make. Both of these teams are pretty good at punishing and like tracking junglers. If jungler ends up giving double buff, it's going to be absolutely brutal for any team or either of these teams to even yield the smallest of advantages.
I agree with you completely, and this is where I think both the teams historically, right, have not had the most stellar early games. Even in group stage, you did see that Ruthless, like meme team was getting the better of Ruthless. So both the teams start off a little average, I would say, but then that's when, you know, mid game they make these amazing plays, rotations, and their draft allows them to catch back up. So I have a feeling in this game, whoever gets that early game advantage, right? Now it could be both of them. I'm not saying that Ruthless has a better early game in just terms of the players, but it could really depend on how they end up playing that, because both teams are susceptible to that early game. If they get a lead in the early game, either one of them, I think they'll take that and they'll run away with it. So it's going to be really hard. I have a feeling because of that, right, the laners are going to play safe. They're going to play around their win conditions. They're going to play around their matches. And that's where I feel if that is what happens, then with a Nocturne and Galio, right, there is a potential to make plays. And I want to see what Eximious does from their side of aggression. Like we know it's very straightforward what Ruthless wants to do, right? Level 6 Nocturne ulti someone, Galio probably follows up and you get a kill. That's like it's telegraphed in that extra, you know what's happening. But what lane does superior jungler choose to gank? What do they intend to do level 6 or even before that is something we don't know, and it's something I think even Ruthless do not know what pathing the jungler will take. So it's like maybe there's an X factor, maybe we don't know what's happening, but that's also an advantage for Eximious in the sense that they can dictate if they want to, or they can choose to do nothing. You know, if they just choose to farm and know that they're going to scale up well, and they don't, and then Ruthless goes in, then that's basically going to be difficult for them. So I'm really looking forward personally just to see how both the teams play this out and seeing how they're able to get these advantages, because it's going to be really fun to see how they're able to make that happen. I do think the Nocturne, giving away Nocturne in the meta, like yeah, he's pretty OP in the sense, and just that darkness, right, it just disallows a lot of the team fighting potential. So if they're able to use this the right way, and FufuQt has looked amazing this tournament. He's on par with being the best jungle in the tournament, in my opinion. In India at least, I'm not sure about this, but this game is truly like gonna be amazing because superior jungler is by far, I think in Pakistan, you are like the other jungler, right, who is just as good as superior jungler. What are your thoughts on him particularly? Sorry.
Well, no, I think he's really good. I mean, he's one of the few players that managed to get to the same rank as I am in almost half the number of games. So I think that does say something about his quality as a player. He's someone who looks and delves very deeply to the game, and I think he's just someone who knows just how to make good decisions and just how to not. He's a player who's very theoretical in a way. He's not someone that is going to excel mechanically or just perform so insanely and just single-handedly carry a game, but he's going to make the correct decisions and do what's right by his team and enable them to do well. That's basically his role within Eximious, and he plays it superbly.
Yeah, and that's something we have to look forward to seeing. And the good news is that loading screen has come up, so there will be no spectator bugs this game. So we are in for a good series, and let's see
God
if they have what
bless.
it takes to make it happen.
Let's get this hype going again. We're in loading screen, right where we were like 15 minutes ago.
I love how the chat is spamming EXI win, RUTH win. Like, they're hyped up as much as we are, Eureka. And I think this is going to be an amazing series personally to watch. This probably might just be more hyped up than the finals, looking the way things are.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do think this is going to be a more hyped up match than the finals because, like, if either one of these teams falls in this bracket, we're not going to be sure if they were actually third best. You know, like this is the semifinal, so they're not going to be able to contend for second place. They're contending for third place.
Third place, yes.
But
that's something
maybe
they'll
like
have to see.
exactly, they might even belong in the second place. These might be the two top teams in the tournament, and we might not get to see that. You know.
I completely agree with you. Like, you know, we were wondering the top 4 teams that ended semifinals were clearly. Oh my god, am I getting another error?
I hope not.
Oh god.
Oh dear
god.
lord. Oh,
what is happening to this game?
Oh my god. This is insanity. Not like this. Oh, we just got the hype. It just this is so painful. Oh god. I'm scared of clicking the OK button. Unable to download spectator data. The game will now exit. This is so devastating.
I swear, just when we were watching, I'll have to.
Man, that's so nasty. This, not like this. So unfortunate.
It's extremely unfortunate that this happened, guys. We are so sorry about this delay, and not sure what we can say about this particularly, but hopefully we'll just get back. No, that's not doable.
What isn't doable? Are the players able to get in the game though? We could leave the spectator lobby open and just join again.
They are not ready, but yeah, I'll just be back. Wait.
Alright, looks like we'll be having another wait. I do apologize. Really unfortunate. The client seems to be bugging out. There are technical issues. I do apologize on behalf of League of Legends India.
Sound muted.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Global Esports Tournament. Today we've got Root negated. Will they continue the chase? Wayne tries to counter time.
In situations like this where it's actually like they're playing out of desperation, they need to make the desperation plays and
Kill and Azar gets one as well as Rakan. So kudos to them and well played. And this is where the jungle should getting applied. Workout as well as Duke Life. Oh my god, the damage coming on to Leon is insane. And Ash is gonna go and There's not much to talk about except disappointment on the league client for being bugged out the way it is. It's wasting half an hour of our time. So we apologize, guys. There's nothing that we can do on our side. What we have done is make sure that this time the same issue, if it happens, we will be able to at least reconnect back and stay it. So everything else is okay. So now let's just hopefully see if everything is fine. We're just waiting on the last person from Eximious to restart, post which the lobby will be recreated. So just wait for us, guys. We will be back with you in just 2 to 5 minutes when the game just starts. Thank you. Rohit, you can mute the stream.
We do what we must.
Same pick and bad phase. They're gonna pick the same champions. They're gonna get into game.
Understood.
You know, like even if the hype was a little bit dampened by the spectator data collapsing on us, hopefully the hype still lives up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hype will get restored when
We
the game
start
starts, and yeah, when the game starts, people will forget that this mishap happened for 20 minutes of our time. So hopefully, we hope that this doesn't continue and everyone just picks what they pick. As you can see, the picks and bans are also random at this point. They don't care. They just want to get the game started. And even if it does, we can still have open specs, so it should be okay.
Yeah, we can just reconnect, or worst case scenario, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about the worst case scenario, Eureka. I think, like, Murphy's Law is honest today. Everything that could go wrong with respect to the game has sort of gone wrong already, but hopefully now is the time where none of those issues become an issue. Alright. Hopefully the last 4 minutes of your life before the game starts, guys.
The last 4 minutes.
Yeah, the 1 minute for loading screen and like 3 minutes for the spectator
3
delay.
minutes spectator delay, yeah. Ah, so we're finally here. I remember I thought I would like watch this game a couple weeks ago, but like It's finally here. It's been a while. Not
I think one of the things is like when this tournament happened, right? We were hoping that these teams would get a chance to play each other specifically, and that's what's finally happening, right? It happened in the semifinals, which is good. I think it would be more epic if it was in the finals, but it's still that they're playing together, and like one of them gets to kick the other out. So that's where I think it adds the drama to the whole game, where it gets a little more fun to see who does what. And the last 3 minutes, hopefully that's basically all we have to endure in this matchup, and that's all that we hopefully does happen. So, and 2.5 minutes, I think if this happens, we'll just let them play, because they're already frustrated. We'll do something else, a game 2 or something, we'll try and figure it out, but hopefully that should not happen. The game should go live. It's 10:27 p.m. in India, it's 9:57 p.m. in Pakistan, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's 9:57.
Yeah,
also,
so
before we begin, let's talk about this very interesting pick band phase. Look at the Lee Sin band, the Amumu band.
Oh my lord!
Oh my lord!
The Ivan! I was not expecting that Ivan. You know, like even when troll banning, I think Eximious still Eximious still banned like relevant stuff. Yeah, Zoe, Aatrox, Akali.
Anivia. Akali isn't too relevant.
I think they went AAA, like Aatrox, Akali, and Anivia, and then they went Zyra, and then they went Z and Z. You know, that's what happened.
Maybe that's going quite deep into this.
On the other side, it's just like Yorick, Ivan, Amumu. Do the letters add up to anything? No, they don't. They just banned out random stuff. I think that's basically what happened. So 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. I think we need some luck Arvid this time. I think we need like the league gods, the veto powers to help us a little and make sure that the stream does not bug out once again, because I think everyone's frustrated with the Spectator delays, and most of all I think the casters are, because we have to now go through thrice of the same 3.5 minutes, so we end up talking about the game, and I think after a while eventually we run out of things to say.
It gets quite dull. Yeah.
It gets
but
quite dull.
This is a call out to Riot, especially to Riot Shy 9. Please send us your power. Raise your hands up in the air and just send us your power.
Send us your powers. Pray for this to work. Our stream, as if our streamer wasn't single already. Tata.
Hey.
I mean, I know you're in love with your game. Satanic, I know you're in love with the gaming rig, but that's not your girlfriend. The same. Oh, great. Just tell her as well. Tell her to pray, ask her to pray so that this client does not bug out for the 3rd time. If that happens, then we will have no choice but to continue the game, because we are getting late on delay. The match is supposed to start soon, but it isn't. But 25 seconds, Eureka. Like this is countdown times to. Like
we can count down when it gets to around 10. I think 25 would be going a bit overboard.
I'm just praying, man. I'm just like,
join me.
You know what happened last time? The loading screen didn't pop up.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Hopefully to the game and not to another.
We are, but just hope that we load into the screen without it breaking, and that's the game. That's the hope that we have.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
I'm muting you, by the way, Bishi, because your game crashes before mine. So like I want there to be I don't want you to tell me the game's crashed, because then mine is gonna crash too.
Oh my lord. The game has loaded.
Not loaded. We're still in loading screen, but it's loading. Hopefully it just doesn't stop this time.
It's loading. Let's hope the percentages go up. Eureka, hold my hand, please. It's loaded. Hallelujah. Wait. I'm gonna keep my happiness intact. Let's see the game start.
Exactly. Until you see the game start.
What happened? Ninja is not at 100%.
Oh my god! Send us your powers, boys.
This is like a soap opera, bro. Like we just like there's like twists and plots and turns one after the. Oh, Ninja is loading as well.
He's loading.
Yes,
oh my god!
Yes!
Come on!
Oh, he got stuck.
Oh, 59.
No, come on.
59. Can you make it? 60. Come on, 60.
40 more to go. Come on. 40 more. Ninja has a slow internet connection, does he?
I think. Oh my god, the plays.
Load. Come on, don't let us down. This is the moment of truth.
The moment of truth. Oh god,
Get
this
in
is so exciting. So tense.
I haven't been so stressed out in my life in a really long time, dude.
Please,
Uh,
please make it happen.
Oh, we're in!
Yes!
Yes! Half an hour of leak and Rito screwing with us. We finally got our game. Yes, Eureka!
I don't want to see a pause. I do not want to see a pause.
No, there's no pause, hopefully. Wait. The screen is stuck at 0 for me now. Wait.
Oh no, everything is loaded for me. We're in 12 seconds in the game. We might see a pause. And we're seeing a pause. I mean, that's classic.
Oh, damn. That's alright, that's alright.
That's alright. It's better than not being in the game at
Yeah,
all.
it's at least you're in the game. At least the game works. At least that's there. I think mine is having some issues. Okay, I'm still stuck at 0 and 0.
Looks like Eximious Ninja Wave will disconnect. Almost Star will be reconnecting.
We kept the lobby open, right? Yeah. No, we didn't. Never mind. Oh,
So
it loaded.
how good does it feel to actually see
Oh.
champions?
To be honest, like it just loaded properly for me right now, and I was like, "Holy shit! Is my client lagging at this point?" No, I feel like I don't think I've ever felt happier in my life than seeing this work, because
Or
literally
seeing the
100
rift.
people. Yeah, 100 people were just waiting and abusing us because it was our fault apparently, which it wasn't. But in any case, it works. I feel happy now. I'm just hoping that Ninja Way and everyone connects back so we can have a nice game of League of Legends. As we say,
Swain will
Swain
be
has
reconnecting. Yep. I mean, I've never been happier to see Summoner's Rift, you know? It's been a
That's
while
true.
since I played the game, and it's been a while since I've seen the Rift, and the anticlimactic ending to the previous queues has just built up this frustration. And it's like you're Platinum 100 LP, and you played like 13 promotion games to Diamond, and you're still not able to make it. And
I know,
on your
that
14th
sucks.
game, on your 14th promotion series, you finally managed to get that win. That
feels good,
separates
man.
you. Yeah, that feels good. This is similar to that.
Yeah. Except that unlike those games where no one else watching it, there's 100 people watching our stream hoping that this game starts. So you know, it carries a little more weightage in that thing, and hopefully everything is fine. The client has worked out and seems to be so far so fine and dandy. Reconnecting is happening on the side of Jinx as well. So Ninja Way also has reconnected. I'm guessing everyone else at this point has reconnected.
I think this is
Captain-
pretty
Yeah, Captain Kirk has gotten his Swain though. I actually forgot to talk about that. He is one of those champions that he plays quite well, and one of those AD carries who's adopted the mage meta, right? He's one of those people who's done that, and Swain is
Yeah.
a pick that he is pretty good on. So it's good that he gets to play that pick right now. And as we do see that the guys are talking about resuming the game, and we resume onto the game. 15
We're
seconds
here.
up. Yes.
That was big. And we're off. We'll see Nocturne and everyone heading onto the rift. Looks like the defensive pings are being pinged out. Yasuo will take a defensive position. Jinx will take a defensive position. And it looks like both teams are not really looking for anything. Maybe we'll see the Swain and the Thresh by Cranko and Captain Kirk look for some action in the bottom side of the river. But seems as though we're not going to be able to seeing any early game invades or cheeky plays action.
Yeah, probably not, right? These two teams just want to play out the early game safe. If they give a kill, they know how it is, right? Anyone gets a snowball, the jungler gets a kill. Like, it's going to be really difficult for them to come back. So, as, you know, like, assumed as much, they are playing safe. Having said that, Nocturne will be starting on the red side, and so both the junglers will be starting on the bot side of the map. So that means leashes will be given, and they both will be late to lane, but they will look to gang towards level 3 and move up to the map. The ward has been pointed out that Kaka now knows that there is a ward in the ping buff, so that can be timed. Meanwhile, he goes to ward himself, so he will be able to keep track of the Trundle as well. As you do see 130 coming. Oh, Trundle actually goes and starts the red side of the map, so he might just be looking to probably level cheese gank, and you do see Mundo has also put up a ward there.
I'd like to
I'll
point
let you
out
take
that
over
the
the
early
play,
game,
yeah.
that the early game vision by Eximious is pretty good because like putting a ward there gives a lot of early information. Ruthless does not have that much information in the bottom side of their map, where I feel as though Trundle seems to be looking for something level 2. He's pathing towards top lane against the Mundo. Mundo will be playing pretty safely, will be wasting a bit of Trundle's time. Nocturne may meet Trundle here. Some action in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this seems like now Trundle is going for the level 2 invite and mid bot lane though.
Oh, there's
I
some
think this might
action
be trouble.
going
The
down.
Jinx might be in trouble right now. The Ignite is being used and it is the
Oh,
20%
Ignite will
coming
be...
out for Kranko.
That is
And
first blood for Kranko.
Yes.
That is devastating. Both Jinx did not even get a chance to burn her flash.
So that's a flash
too late.
for some reason. I'm not sure why that was made, but it does not tell you. And even top lane is getting poked out quite a
Oh
bit. The
my
level 2 coming
God.
out from Mundo.
This is devastating.
So that's a decent start coming out of the Ruthless and getting first blood. Kranko known to play his Thresh. He's played in the Singapore leagues as well, playing that Thresh champion. So, you know, kudos to both Kirk and Kranko. Finally, a synergy coming out. And this could be Superior Jungle being in trouble. He does have flash to flash away. The fear does land and the
Oh, this is
He
devastating.
does not have flash.
He will go down
Kirk gets a
here.
kill. That's double buff.
Captain Kirk gets double buffs and the kill onto Superior Jungle. This is looking absolutely devastating for the side of Eximious. What? All three lanes have a huge lead. A dive going on to Mundo. Mundo forced to flash some action. Galio forced to flash away. Toxic and now Ugly in a really compromising position. He will go down to Nocturne. What an absolute...
This is an explosive start to the game. Oh my god. Oh, a kill by Yasuo Kazama onto the Bazikar. A bit too aggressive there. I think Bazikar was way too aggressive. He tried to gank again, blew his flash, came again, and simply got knocked out. I don't think it was required. Your team is winning. There are 3 kills. Why are you trying to... You know, he was not required, and that's actually a good thing for Examies because the way they were losing on their side of the map, at least this gives them some momentum going to the top lane.
Things were looking really rough for them.
This is not good.
Another gank going on to their bottom lane.
There is flash on the side of Jinx,
Luster
and
will
Jinx
get feared, and
Jinx
flash Q by the Swain, pulling the Jinx in even after her flash, and she will go down. Alistar forced the flash away, will go down. Wow, this is so well played.
Oh, this tells you, Rekha, Ruthless are here to play. Ruthless want vengeance,
definitely.
And Ruthless have come out swinging. Kranko on that Thresh, Kirk on the Swain. That TP from Mundo unexpected at that point. Everyone was working out.
Yasuo is going to take a pretty nasty trade here. Put out some damage, but will still take the losing end of the trade.
That does allow Fiora to push back the wave, but I think Mundo should be able to catch back up in CS, not lose out on a lot of EXP. He is 2 levels behind, does catch back around in half levels. So the Fiora is ahead at this point, but the bot lane right now, both the flashes are down. You know what that means with the Nocturne getting level 6, right? Like, they won't have anything to do once that happens. So Eximious' bot lane have to play really safe right now because they are going to be in a lot of trouble. Double buff.
It's going to be really difficult for them to play safe. After Nocturne does get level 6, it is very easy to dive a lane that's behind, especially because you have Swain and Thresh, both tanky members that can shuffle around and take a lot of turret shots, not to mention the high damage output of the Nocturne. And not to mention, the Eximius' bot side, Ninja Wade, Chronic Luster, both of them do not have summoners available, so if they get into a compromising position, some action in the mid lane here.
Yeah, and even in the top lane as well, you're seeing a lot of action going on right now. I had to forward my game, I was a little behind in time. And another stun lands onto the Jinx, and Jinx is having a little hard time, but good enough that she has been able to farm up decently enough, not being in a deficit. That's actually a good thing for her because she is behind in terms of her summoners as well as in terms of kills as well.
What an explosive start to such a hype game. I think it's very deserving.
Yeah, and honestly, I was not expecting that. I thought both the players will play safe, but the aggression, right? And this is what Ruthless is sort of known for. Like, when they play, right, they're able to simply take a lot of advantage from the bot lane who plays aggressively. Yeah, their bot lane is like the most aggressive team players to play against, and when they get that aggression, this is what happens right now. Yeah, again, you see, Ignite is caught in Kranko, and that's going to be another kill onto Kranko. Kranko gets it.
Goes down.
Another hook lands onto Alistar. Alistar could simply die too, and that's another flame. My lord, Kranko is
he
mad
might be
at
going
this
down
point.
here. No, he will not. Oh my god, the lantern in the turret shot, but he will go down, but the kill goes to Alistar. That is completely worth. The wave is pushed in. Trundle chasing onto the Thresh. Thresh will look to get away, flays him backwards.
Oh, there comes
Trundle
Galio.
will
The
flash
superior
Galio
jungler, my
ulti
friend,
coming
not the right
in.
place to be.
Superior jungler
that's
caught
fine.
in a really compromising position, and he will go down to the Galio. Absolutely fantastical play coming in from Ruthless Gaming.
The
Their team
Galio, that's the
synergy,
thing. People don't expect the Galio to be there. Yeah.
the comfort playing with one another, the way they're rotating, it is absolutely wonderful to watch a Ruthless Gaming play.
Yeah. Let's speed up the game. I think we are a little behind from what the stream is telling me. Okay. I'm
One
good.
second. I'm live as well. What time are you at?
7, 12, 13.
Same.
Alright, perfect. We're synced up. Lovely. Oh, I'm enjoying this game. You know, it's 7 minutes and we have 9
I'm
kills.
sure
That's more
you
than
are.
a kill. I mean, I am because you know what? A lot of people have been like, oh, Eximious, even in the groups, right? And this is where I know that Ruthless have come out for revenge, and they're showing it and how in this game at least 7 kills in just around 7 minutes, and their bot lane is so far ahead at this point, almost finishing up his lot of ages, honestly. Oh, here comes Noct.
Oh, Nocturne
here comes
ultimate,
Mid.
Nocturne. Yasuo forced the flash away, gets a really nice Q and will survive. Very well played by the Yasuo. Got out of his situation. Mundo getting low here.
So is the
Yasuo Kazama also getting low. Mundo will ensue the chase. Flashes for the W. Riposte will land. Another Q coming in from Mundo will land. Fiora might go down here. And Fiora does go down. Bazigar getting a solo kill.
Her flash was not up for 10 seconds. She could not flash out of that and she ends up dying. So Mundo exacts his revenge finally that he needed to, and this equalized the top lane as well. So all lanes of Eximious are losing.
Yeah, they're all 3 lanes of Eximious are in a very rough spot, including the jungle.
Yeah, very good.
On an individual level, they have just been outclassed this game.
I think Eximious need to hold back a little and see what's going wrong and try to fix these issues, because if this happens, this could just be a 20-25 minute game because of how ahead they are.
I think Eximious is just too slow to react to Ruthless Gaming's movements, which are quite concise, well planned out, and just they're really, you can tell they're really comfortable playing with one another and playing with each other.
Definitely, and as you can see right now, the bot lane has autonomy. This could be a 3-man dive. This could be a flash double taunt, and here comes the
flash double taunt.
Alistair is not level 6 here. They're trying to go after the Jinx, who has no summoners yet. But I don't think they have enough damage to do it. They're gonna chase.
They might not get it.
And yeah,
oh, they land that, and Jinx will get bursted down. Some action on the top lane. Trade's going down. Looks like they're looking for Alistar next. He pops the ultimate. Tries to get away. Trundle in the area. Yasuo coming in. But this might be a bad fight for the Eximious to take. They're just here to defend the turret.
Bazigar might be in trouble. Why is he trying to...
Bazigar might be...
He should back. He should back.
Pops the ultimate.
Oh, Fiona's ultimate goes to waste there because there's no one to take care of that. Yeah.
She could have utilized Flash to get the kill onto Mundo there. I think she was just a bit slow and maybe not too comfortable with the champion. Oh wow, maybe we'll be seeing another. Oh wow,
that
so
clutch
well played.
stopwatch
So
though,
well
my
played.
lord.
The
Bazigar
stopwatch.
styling on Yasuga right now with the Mundo.
And the prediction with the flash, that was so good. That was one of the top plays I've seen in this whole tournament so far. So well played.
Oh, you have to give credit right there for every member of Ruthless. You know, they have come out with the vengeance. They have come out with the bang, and they are here to prove
They're
the point.
coming
you know?
out with their fists swinging, and Eximious was not prepared. They took a couple of blows, and they're just getting beat on now. They're too dizzy to respond.
Let's see how they're able to hold out right now. But you're looking at a 3,500 goal lead at just 10 minutes. Eureka, that's not good. That's not good for any team that's behind at this point.
Starting out this match, we were talking about how if one of the teams even gets a small lead, and by any means, this is not a small lead, this is a devastating lead. I feel as though Eximious will be hard-pressed to come out of this, but with the AD carry on their side, with the crit damage on their side, maybe their late-game scaling can kick in, but it's not looking too good for them. They're not going to be able to build the items they need in time, and Ruthless managed to execute what their comp set out to do. They pushed the advantage in their bottom lane, and they used the Nocturne in a really good way, and they were just outclassed individually. They're getting caught out by the Swain.
Yeah, the bot lane is forced to use... Oh, the hook lands on the Jinx.
Oh, hook
that's
lands
just
on
a
the
dead
Jinx, and she will go down. Nocturne LT will be going down as well. trades going down onto Mundo. Like, this is quite an aggressive top lane.
Yeah, he's built his Bramble West, and you'd think that the Fiora would have autonomy on the top lane, but it doesn't seem to be. Mundo is just simply styling, and I don't think that the pick that Eximious were thinking that would have an effect has the effect, and we do see that now. Oh, the nice gang, the ulti onto that, but he's going to be in trouble. I think Nocturne will go down, however, and he does go down. So Toxic Ugly finally gets a kill that he wants. He could get a double kill as well, but here comes Yasuo. Sorry, he comes Galio, and he is able to get the return kill, so that's going to be a shutdown. Well played there by Toxic and Ugly, gets 2 kills right there, but the Galio does come back with another kill for himself. And Captain Kirk could be in trouble right now. He is trying to run away. I don't think Jinx will be doing any damage to him. He's not scared.
They do not have the damage output to handle this. Captain Kirk is far too strong. He already has his Rod of Ages. He has a pretty big power spike. Jinx only sitting on Berserker Greaves and a pickaxe. It's going to be extremely rough for Ninja Way to do anything against that monstrosity.
And even in the top 10, there's a 18 CS lead and 3 kills coming out. So I don't think right now the Mundo, the Mundo needs to be afraid of the Fiora at this point. You know, like he's pretty much happy farming. He got his Bramble West, so all the healing that Fiora's gonna do will be reduced by half, and it's not looking good right now for all laners. And another hook does land onto Cranko. They will get something off, and Alistar uses one hook. Leads to an ulti from Alistar. Next time they engage, Alistar will have no ulti and it's going to be difficult. Cranko is not done. Cranko gets them both again. My god, what are Eximious' bot lane doing? They're continuously getting caught out, and Cranko is just on point with his hooks. I'm not sure what's happening, but they seem to be losing their way a little. Eximious needs to back off and just relax. I feel as if they're trying to do too much at the same time. It's not working out for them.
They're trying to catch up on their items at this point in the game where this Captain Kirk and Cranko are so far ahead. They can just zone Eximious' bot lane out of experience points, out of gold, the gold that Ninja Way desperately needs to have an impact in this game.
There's a teleport being burned. I think that's Captain Kirk going for it, and that's a flash coming out right there from Superior, and they tried to do some objective pulling, but that did not work out for them. The flash goes wrong, and this could be the Rift Herald coming out right there for Ruthless. No, they decided just to take the Scuttle Cap and go back. And meanwhile, Swain is being a happy camper. He does not care if it's a 1v2 bot lane. He is so far at this point that he can do it, and they will get the Rift Scuttler as well. Sorry, the Scuttle Cap, the Rift Scuttler rather. So that is actually a good pickup from them. That should allow them to get the first tower too.
Rift Herald.
Rift Herald, yeah. I bet. Too much excitement happening right now, Eureka. Yeah.
I mean, don't mind me correcting you. I'm just a little bit salty at the state of the game here.
No, I understand, but if I was in your shoes and this was Eximious who were the ones who were winning so much, I'd just be like, oh, this is unexpected too. So, interesting to say that this is what panned out. Do remember that the community did vote massively in favor of Eximious winning 3-1.
Eximious, yes.
So this is
maybe this is that one game.
This could be that one game. We'll have to see how game 2 pans out, but I'm pretty sure Eximious will go back to the drawing board and figure out what went wrong in this game and try to fix some of the mistakes, especially the bot lane, where I feel as if that level 1, the kill that they got should not have happened, you know?
I do give props to Cranko. He's been playing that Thresh really immensely well and punishing the bottom lane of Eximious so well. If they even step forward, I don't think Eximious has had trouble playing against bot lane before, but Cranko and Captain Kirk are truly showing what a good bot lane can do and how devastating it is to fall behind against the bot lane like that.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that Cranko, like, Thresh is one of his favorite champions and his most played champion. So if he's gonna pick that in game 1, he's there to make a statement, and he's made that statement. You know, like, I think there's a lot more in it for Ruthless right now to basically put a statement ahead and prove themselves to the best Indian team. They were not able to send their full roster to the Asian Games. This is their way of showing why they're considered the best team in South Asia, and so far it's been a great start for them. And let's see if they're able to capitalize that in this current game. And they should be able to get that mid lane turret. The hook lands on. There's no flash onto Trundle. He does use it to run away, but he has to go back, and there's a nice wind wall there to prevent some of the damage coming out right there. But it's not good enough because now Trundle loses his ultimate. He does not have defenses, and this fight goes 5v5. I don't think Eximious are going to win.
In fact, if anything, they're going to lose pretty hard. This is not a fight they want to take. This is not a fight they want to take. The turret will be slowly conceded, but looks like Toxic and Ugly wants to fight.
Onto them, and Mundo's is going to take the tower to do it.
Power shots being taken on the Nocturne.
This could just be you can see Toxic Ugly
Oh
doing
my God,
whatever
Toxic
he
Ugly
can in
trying-
his capacity to help, but his entire team dies, just except for Yasuga, who's trying to TP and catch back up, but I think he's too late to do any of that. So Ruthless is get a 3-4-0 right there, and they will take the
Not
mid,
to
mid
mention they
turret
get
as well in the
second
turret.
tier tower as well, yes.
Yeah. That was really well played by Captain Kirk. Kept the stopwatch till the ultimate clutch and he uses it to flash out and does not die. And really well played there by Toxic Ugly. He did get the 2-man ultimate. He was trying to do damage, but you can just see how ahead they are. That even if with a good 2-man ultimate, they were not able to do much, and they actually end up losing 3-0.
This is a point in the game where you kind of have to do something because you don't want the game to accelerate. And right now, what Ruthless Gaming is doing is exactly accelerating the game to their win condition. And they're at a point where their win condition is there. They have their items. They have Rod of Ages. They have Zanyas coming in. And right now, Jinx doesn't even have her first item built, and they'll secure Dragon, they'll secure the second tier towers, and they have complete control over the game. All Eximius can do is slowly watch, frustratingly, as their base collapses, as their resources dwindle. That must be such a devastating place to play the game in, and so demotivating for them.
Yeah, and we discussed about how if any of these teams get a lead, they'll be able to simply snowball off of it. And this is exactly what you're talking about. After getting that initial kill, right, from 3 kills to 0, right, Ruthless have just gone all guns blazing. They've just kept up their aggression. And I think Eximius are a little, like, they seem not prepared against the aggression that they're putting off right now. You know, they're not used to probably playing against this type of opponents back in the region. But
The aggression. The aggression, I agree, is so intense and so coordinated that they weren't expecting it. Like you said, Ruthless came out swinging, and that was shown. Like, they were not ready for it. They took a couple of punches, like I said, and they just weren't prepared. I don't know why you wouldn't be prepared for situations like that. You wouldn't draft for it. You wouldn't read the situation.
Yeah, I mean,
but
this
look
is
at
where
the vision control coming in from Eximius' side. They want to still try.
Yes.
Their fire hasn't burned out yet.
Maybe. Yeah, that's one of the best things about Eximius as well. Their ability to keep the place warded. Yasuo did not ulti that. He had the opportunity to chose to back out.
Swain will pop his ultimate though.
Yeah.
Yasuo might look for an engage here.
Nope, yeah, I think eventually like Yasuo's gonna win that split push battle between them. So like Ruthless need to find a way to do something. Or you do see that there is a Nocturne there trying to bait out the Yasuo, but Yasuo is nearly full health and he does go after him and he lands the ultimate. That's actually pretty good, but he will get caught up. Does the fear land? It does. And the damage is there and they were able to get the capitalization as well. So Toxic Ugly did not anticipate the Nocturne to be there. They get a kill and actually that's pretty good because there's a bit of a shutdown coming onto him and now they'll be able to push the bot lane out, and meanwhile...
Toxic and Ugly is one of the only saving graces of this game for Eximius. Right now he's doing really well despite all the pressure that went into his lane. And despite everything, he not only has a CS lead, he's been consistently out-dueling opponents and outplaying them through his Yasuo. And he's been playing that champion very impressively.
Yeah,
like,
the Mundo is 6-1. I just
everything.
realized the Mundo is 6-1. I did not know he got 6 kills right there. And against a full AD composition, right, he can just go Sunfire into Thornmill and his itemization is pretty much sorted. And a lovely hook coming out either from Cranko. My lord, he's been on point with his hooks.
Oh my
Nothing
god,
capitalizes there, but yeah.
That was still a very impressive hook, even if it didn't lead to a kill or anything.
Simply do.
I feel as though Yasuga Kazama is on a champion that he's not very comfortable with. I saw an opportunity, he could have killed the Mundo once if he had just flashed with his ultimate, but he didn't.
And there you see Yasuo getting caught out, like nice flash taunt there and a hook followed up, and there's nothing Yasuo could do right. Sorry, nothing Toxic Ugly could do right there. And the only saving grace of Eximius is also falling down because of how much vision control and map control Ruthless have at this point, and it's looking like it could just be a finish where, you know, like mid lane has gone, the bot and the top inner turrets will probably go down
this
soon.
This game is probably going to end very soon, and it's going to definitely be in Ruthless Gaming's favor. I think Eximius should mentally prepare for the next game, see what they did wrong, recuperate, use this game to maybe just juice out some knowledge, like get some knowledge of what they did wrong, get a feel for their opponents. Maybe next game would be more competitive. Hopefully. I do want to see an exciting BO5 match. Maybe another Stomp comes in, maybe from the side of Eximius. Maybe Ruthless Gaming shows, again, why they are considered the best South Asian team by a lot of Indians.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, I think this game, Eximius is gonna go back to drawing board, realize what went wrong, realize that I mean, I just think the Jinx was very ballsy in my opinion against a
Definitely.
composition with Nocturne, Galio. I'm not sure what you were thinking. Just the Alistar was not gonna be enough. And forget just that, their own misplays in level 1, right? You're trying to engage against a Swain and Thresh and absolutely having no idea how to trade because the way that trade went down, it felt just they didn't know what was happening and they flashed out and all that did was ignite and get the kill. So I think the bot lane of Eximius need to like probably figure out and play the learning games here because the top is the mid is doing well. The top was fine too. The top got a kill actually. So not the laners,
top
the solo
was
laners
okay.
Eximius 5. Yeah, the top
But
is fine.
I
Just
can
the bot
actually
lane
tell
was
the
sort of
bottom lane is not comfortable with their picks. Not to mention the top lane is not comfortable with their picks. And because the bot lane is so far behind, the superior jungler ended up dying because of the pressure from the Thresh and the Swain. It's not something he can contest. He loses a lot of pressure if the laners are behind. The only laner that could be considered kind of even was probably Toxic and Ugly, going head to head with the Nahi Karunga Galio in this situation. And like Fufu Cutie can just show up. There's just so much pressure on the Nocturne. There's only so much Toxic and Ugly can do with all this pressure on him to perform and just split push. And the vision control. Half of Eximius can't even leave their base without dying, so right now they're just getting choked out of all their resources.
Yeah, this looks to be a quick end. I feel like just the triple teleports as well. It allows Ruthless to simply have so much map domination over. Like if let's say Bazigar gets caught out, right, you have teleports on both Kirk and on Kaka, who can like get back and do these things. So it's not like easy for Ruthless Eximius to come back. And I think this game looks to be over, honestly. Like I'm not sure.
Yeah, I feel as though the game is over as well. Yeah, as you said, the two teams are good, and at this point, it's not realistic for you to expect to win. But I do think both the teams owe it to each other to play it out till the end. No surrenders and all that, and just like they can learn from this. And if they stay in the game long enough, maybe they pick up some things they can use in the next game.
Yeah, and just to give you some iteration, we have 128 people watching on YouTube and 70 watching on Facebook, my friend. So there's over 200 people watching the stream right now. So it is a hype matchup, and you do see a lot of people are tuning in to watch this.
Very hype
and
indeed.
then Ruthless is
and in such a devastating way. I am really excited to see if Eximius can come back from such a devastating, ego-destroying loss. That would be one of the best
comebacks in the community tournament so far. I would love to see that too, but I think Ruthless pretty much have this in the bag. They need to start focus on next game and see what they can do.
Not the specific game. I mean the series. This is I
think they can. I think they can. Like it's just game 1, right? Like game 1 doesn't mean that it's not like this is how Eximius plays. We know Eximius to obviously have their own moments and play a lot better. So you will not see that this is the kind of storm that'll happen in game 2. I'm sure they'll go back to drawing board. They also have their coach with them who will discuss drafting and figure out what they can do better this game. And this will give them a lot of confidence. So having said that, whoever gets game 1 right in a best of 5, I feel they have the momentum going.
They have a lot of momentum, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So Ruthless is going to be like happy about this and they will keep up that momentum. Eximius will learn from this and they will play it better as well. So I'm sure,
like you said, most of the community basically voted in favor of Eximius winning this 3-0. As you said, there was a poll
I think that's the thing, right? We are two different regions, right? And in our regions, right, these two teams have known to be the best teams for a while. Like Eximius has been the undisputed best team for over like 2 years, I would say. And even Ruthless, whenever they've come, right, these group of people, they have like won every tournament that they've participated in, more or less, right? So it's like clash of the titans, and yeah, you would have people assuming that their team is a better team, but this is exactly what the specified series will tell us, right? Who is the two better team? And
this series is looking very exciting. Game 1 I feel is already over, but imagine what can happen in game 2 if Eximius comes out strong in that game, or like and they go on to a 3rd game, possibly a 5th. This can look to be a very exciting series depending on how the next match goes.
And Jinx gets caught out again, has to flash and heal away from that.
Out of position, flashes over the wall, gets the safety. Alistar there to zone. Thresh will hook, wind wall coming in. And there will just be disengages all around. Nobody starts the Baron. Mundo goes to split at bottom. Vision being cleared out by Ruthless Gaming.
Yeah, so
Eximious
the
is
Baron
being
does get
starved
stopped
even
though.
further.
So that's something. Baron does get stopped, and it goes under the ultimate of Nocturne and the flash and heal of Jinx. So Jinx has to be quite careful. She is 0-6, mind you. She just finished her Storm Raiders. On the other hand, you have two completed items on the side of all the members of Ruthless at this point. So it's going to be a little difficult. Having said that, though, yeah, Yasuo is going to finish Infinity Edge quite soon. So once he does that, I think he'll be in a good position in terms of doing damage. And I think even the Fiora is slowly ramping up, but I still think she needs more items because she can truly start, matching Mundo in this first start. Right now, I don't think she's going to win at all, and that's the thing, right? Fiora is not a best pick up in this matchup. I mean, a lot of the good ones like the Darius were banned out right there. So he opted for the Fiora, but I think Bazigar played the early game quite well, barring that one mishap where he was a little too overextended.
The game has slowed down a bit, but the objectives are being secured by Ruthless Gaming. You can tell Ruthless Gaming has control of the game. They're able to get the smaller objectives. The major objective being contested right now is definitely Baron. Eximious is looking solely to stop Baron or look for a mistake or misplay by the Ruthless Gaming side. And like these type of games, when you have a very exciting game going on, don't you just feel like playing League of Legends?
I do, man. For me as well, like I actually took part in this tournament as well, and we played against Ruthless Gaming. We lost 0-2, but it's just a competitive drive. Like whenever I watch these matches, I feel like okay, I want to be one of the players who are playing this as well, and that's the thing that I love the most about this and tournament. This is also why I love organizing, because I know how people like playing these tournaments and having them casted as well. So even though we're not on the other side of the map today, at least we are casting, we are organizing, we are helping out people who are watching this game, we're helping other people who are playing this game. So maybe, just maybe, like, we are doing our little
and maybe
part
there are other players looking at these matches, looking at these players and seeing how well they're playing, looks like Ruthless Gaming will be starting off the Baron.
Yeah, they will get
Eximious is not in a position to respond. This will be uncontested.
Like an insane...
He will not be able to get vision in time. He's just... Oh wait, will he maybe go for it? Nope.
No, he didn't.
And Baron goes down uncontested.
Baron goes down, and this is the final nail in the coffin in this matchup. I feel you're gonna see a 1-3-1 split push coming out either from Ruthless Gaming, and two of the three people have teleports. Mundos will be back up pretty soon, and this is so hard to deal with. Like I have played against this particularly when Ruthless does this, and any good team, right? Once they get Baron, they end up pushing all three lanes.
It's
right?
over. Because
you can't. It's just so hard to deal with it, and let's see. I mean, Eximious themselves might have been in positions where they are the ones doing this, but having it being done against them. Kudos to the vision guard, will have to say. Even while behind, the amount of vision that they're able to procure onto their games are really good. And here comes Nocturne jumping onto the Jinx right now, and Galliardi follows it as well. That's a dead Jinx, and there's a lot of magic coming out.
Down. Jinx will go down. Yasuo isn't able to do a single thing. Gets a really nice ultimate, flashes out, Ignite going down. Yasuo will go down.
Gonna try to do damage. It's not gonna work out. This could be a 4-3-4-0 coming out, and
Alistar being forced to flash away will go down with the flash.
Gorgon's just actually a little too much than
Mundo
required.
will chase. And Kurd will take down. Wow. Mundo just over chasing. Fiora will get to safety. This
Bazigar's
game might...
a little too aggressive right now. He should look to back. It's not good enough that he's doing this. Bazigar, what are you doing, my friend? I think that was unrequired.
He might go down here. And Bazigar will go down. But I do think it's still a game. Fiora is unable to walk into these people, gets taunted, manages to land a nice repel.
This is what I mean, right? A little
Galio might be going down.
My god!
Oh my god! Oh, that's really
this could be Krako being in trouble. He does not. He does have his flash, so he can survive that.
Chasing onto the Thresh. Maybe a Zap will land. Nice slow coming down, maybe.
Zap doesn't
Pillar
land.
Will land. Zap does not land, though. And Chase still is on.
Yeah, Ruthless
but Thresh will manage to get away. Bob is kicking in.
Yeah, a little too cocky in my opinion right there. Yeah, they had the kill on the 3 people. They could have simply pushed mid and ended the game, but they were just
they went for the blood.
Kill everyone. We just want to kill everyone, and that's what happened. And they end up losing.
These two teams are at each other's throats. They just want blood.
They are.
And even Eximious, they weren't ready to give that up, despite the situation they were in. They fought.
They fought. Yeah, you can see the bloodthirst coming out from both the teams in terms of getting kills at each other and going mad about each other at this point. But now that the mid is broken and the mid inner, the Nexus turret is nearly at 25% HP, in fact even lower than that, like I think they should simply try to look for a main fight and finish it off. Zonia is not up right now.
Keep in mind, this is a BO5, so right now the next match is even going to be more exciting than this one. This one was one hell of a whopper. Ruthless came in so hard and just completely dominated this game, unquestionably. But like next game, I want to see what Eximious does to remedy that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's sort of sad, and like the league.
I think nobody actually
when
wanted
this
to
happened,
see.
but so that you're not able to start the matches soon. But hopefully the next matches start sooner, guys. So we should not see any delays coming forward, and we should see that these matches will continue going smooth for the next 3 or 4 matches.
And turrets are going down one after the other, like a domino effect. One domino falls, the rest just continue to fall over.
Yep.
The minions are rushing into the base.
Yeah, that's just gonna be the end. Like they're just gonna dead that slowly, methodical. I don't know if they want to get the last inhibitor turret or not, but at this point, yeah, they're just gonna get the inhibitors and make sure that they get a perfect game to make sure that they are losing all turrets. Systematic destruction is what we call this happening. A little too much in my opinion, but you know what? So what, if you get another turret, why not? Hook barely misses.
Oh. Minions are onto their Nexus turret. Aggression from Eximious. They want to fight, even if they lose their base. I think they want to have some fight. Goes in.
That's a very big fight, but this is not sure who's going to win at this point.
Knock up. Thrush killing the Yasuo goes down. Jinx goes down.
Jinx died.
Fiora putting that damage. All of them will go down. Trundle being chased by the Nocturne will get feared and will go down. And the Nexus is open and the game belongs to Ruthless Gaming. GG, well played. Game 1 goes to Ruthless Gaming. Well played.
And how Ruthless Gaming made a statement. Bazikar is still not done trying to kill the Fiora. He's a happy camper as well. And that's 29 minutes, guys. Ruthless win game 1 and they come out swinging in the semi-final and they end up
what a
taking the
dominating
victory.
fashion. What a dominating fashion.
I mean,
truly,
I have to
they
say,
were ruthless.
Yeah, they were ruthless, true to their name. And we were expecting an exciting matchup, but I was not expecting. I mean, sort of, I knew them to be, but just the way they played was really impressive. And I think it's up to Eximious to respond to this aggression that they have just faced in the hands of Ruthless Gaming. And game 2 will be something that they have to come out and start with. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be back with game 2 in like just a couple of minutes as we have a look at the damage charts and we see that most of the damage was done by the Swain, a lot by the Mundo as well, surprisingly enough. And Jinx damage is just negligible in this comparison. I just think the bot lane needs to pick that up. Alright guys, we start with game 2 very shortly.
Do invite me. This is such a hype series. What a way to start.
What a way to start. What a way to start, for sure.
Sound muted.
there's no...
Loki, my friend, are you there?
Yeah.
I hear you're the Indian me, like Eureka 2.0.
No, you're the Pakistani. You're the Pakistani Loki. To be honest.
Alright. Wait, that's how we're gonna introduce ourselves, man. Hey.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm the
this
Indian
is
Eureka,
Eureka, and this is
We
Eureka
should do that.
2.0.
I'm
that's
Indian
Eureka
Eureka,
2.0.
he's Pakistani Loki.
Wait, so you're Indian Eureka and I'm Pakistani Loki?
Yeah, we're gonna
That
we're gonna
works,
do
that works. Oh, I saw the comments, by the way, with like, this guy has such a fake accent regarding you in the previous stream.
I get that shit a lot, who cares?
Same, high five, brother! Like, I get that shit a lot, too. Do you know what we're, like, waiting for? What the delay is for?
Ninja Way...
let's see.
Ninja Way is not here.
Alright. Oh, wait, why am I... Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
What happened?
I was, blocking the lobby. Maybe there were a bit of latency issues from Ninja Way's side. The way he was playing was kind of getting hit by a lot of skill shots, but I don't know.
It wasn't even that, it's just their
Was it like the draft, in your opinion, that Jinx against the Swain and Thresh?
the
Like,
draft
it's-
was completely disgustingly bad. The level 1 they gave the position for they gave their jungler position out. And then after that, they took such weird fights for some reason. The pathing of the jungler,
Yeah.
he had he didn't even track the enemy jungler at all. And then bot lane was just continuously ending.
The ball lane was getting smashed super hard. That was true. Not to mention, Trundle ended up wasting quite a bit of time trying to do a cheesy level 2 gank in the top lane, and I felt like that kind of translated into a small lead for Ruthless's jungler, which is Fufu. Because I think ideally what's going to happen is that you want to keep your bottom lane safe. You don't want to like concede it. But like they were getting hit by so many skill shots and so much poke. It was really devastating. I think the optimal situation for them would be to just give up the CS entirely if they're in such danger.
No, dude, to be honest, they just played flat out pretty bad, and
Yeah.
maybe probably like a couple of skill shots could have been because of pings and stuff like that. But like, if you're just playing that bad, no matter if you were playing on 9 ping or 200 ping, it wouldn't make a difference, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel as though if Ruthless Gaming is gonna win again, it's going to be off their bot lane once again.
Do you know who Muhammad Hamza is?
He's one of the he's one of the nicer guys from the PK community. He's casted a few games with us before, and
Okay, I think I just made him cry.
Wait, what did you do?
He said, that's what I said. Then he was like, we smashed. I posted the screenshot on the community, and then he's like,
Wait, what
he's a
is he
nice
like?
guy.
it's just friendly banter, and then he was like, good luck for game 2, and I said, I mean, I wouldn't say good luck. Good luck can't save Examies for what's about to happen to them.
Oh my god.
Oh, Muhammad Hamza is someone else. I don't know him.
No, I think wait, is it that's Hamza Muhammad? That's a different guy.
I'll give you guys a link.
I saw it.
Man, this is gonna be rough.
I'm making $10 off this game, so.
Wait, not off this game, off the next game. It's a BO5, my friend.
I mean, come on. I could have decided the game at that level 1 itself, man.
You know, like, you know, what nice people do is that they, even when they win money, half of the money they win goes to the guy who lost. You know, just because they're nice people.
Yeah, but I'm not.
I'm specific. Yeah, Bishi seems like a pretty nice guy.
No, he isn't.
I am though. I mean, I get mixed opinions. Like people who don't know me think I'm nice, and people who know me think I'm an asshole. But I'm actually nice. Okay,
He's a dictator,
nice.
man. He's
Yeah,
an
he's
underlying
nice.
dictator. You have no idea when he's gonna strike, man.
So there's a conspiracy theory going on that I'm gonna do something with LoL India. So
Yeah, you have no idea. Just wait for it to happen.
yeah,
You're gonna-
all of
what
this
you're
is all
gonna
of this is
do.
live on stream, by the way, just in case you guys don't know.
Oh fuck me.
Oh wow. I should really turn it off. I don't know why I keep it on.
Oh lord.
Holy shit, dude.
I mean, I'm like, why not? There's something like gives the viewers some entertainment. I mean, if they're into that.
Casta VM is spicy. I mean, like, I love the friendly banter. When all is said and done, we are nice people who are playing with each other. And
On a
Look,
serious note,
I-
like in regards to casting, it would be really nice to have like a proper two pair of professional casters, almost like similarly, in the sense that they know how to cast with one another. They've casted with each other before, and they know when to stop and when to let go, and which subjects
Yep.
which person takes in. That would be really nice to have in the
the
community.
two ways of doing this is to probably hire someone
Fishy?
from the scene. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just come up there, 2 seconds.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Is he in trouble? Somebody
Oh,
gonna
wow.
get hurt real bad.
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad today. Look.
She's gonna get a spanking from my Slayer.
Oh man, he's gonna need to put some ice on that. Oh god. Okay, I'm sorry. Terrible pun.
I think you should just stick to the Eximious puns, or yeah. It's just much easier to be honest.
Oh,
Oh,
it looks
shit.
like the game we're about to. Where's Frostmourne, by the way?
We're live. We're live. Go go.
I don't think he's joining us. He'll probably join us for the next game. But anyway, welcome back to game 2 for Ruthless Gaming versus Eximious eSports. I'm the Pakistani Eureka, and joining me here today is gonna be.
The Indian Loki. Hi there. Wait, I'm the Pakistani
Wait.
Loki.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm the Indian Eureka. My bad.
My bad, X2. You made me mess up.
Anyways, man, how do you feel about
When
this
the-
game?
Oh, I feel pretty good, man. My team, the one I was supporting, ended up getting smashed last game. I'm feeling amazing right now. What about you? Anyway, Mundo getting banned out on Eximious' side. Darius ban coming in from Ruthless Gaming. What do you think?
Interesting ban. Eximious,
Talia ban.
they played against the Mundo last game, and didn't really work out for that Fiora. Went
Boy, oh boy.
completely spiraled out of control.
Oh yeah, Xin Jiao ban coming in from Ruthless Gaming side. Okay.
Darius ban as well. So at this point, Ruthless is I don't know if it's target banned or if it's just random bans, but I do
It
know
is
the
definitely
Mundo
target
is
banned.
a target ban.
The Mundo and the Xin Jiao and Darius are both targets banned. Yasuga Kazama has been known for playing Darius, and not to mention, in the previous queue, they were specifically banning out Yasuga Kazama. That also, in turn, forced him to go into the what pick did she? It was a Fiora, right? It basically forced him to play a Fiora, a champion he's obviously not comfortable on, and that ended up being, I feel like he could have performed a lot better in lane. And not to mention, he missed the kill onto the Mundo last game if he had just flashed forward, but it showed that he wasn't too comfortable with the champion. Nocturne being locked in from Eximious' side. Oh, it looks like we might see a Nocturne Galio coming in.
Just copying Ruthless right now, taking the freaking Nocturne and Galio.
Will we be seeing the opposite happen in this game? Shen being
No,
locked in here.
unfortunately countered with the Shen, so Shen, it's a pretty good counter into Nocturne. His ultimate is a global as well, gives you a huge ass shield which helps you defend against the Nocturne ulti. I wonder what
Definitely.
the second pick is gonna come. Kindred, wow.
Oh wow, we're looking into some really aggressive lanes here. Kindred being a popular pick in the current meta, receiving buffs quite recently, and is currently a strong pick within the jungle. I know for a fact that even Eximious has been playing around or toying with that pick.
Yeah, that's true. Xayah coming in from Eximious over there. It is gonna be a Xayah Rakan, so the bot lane is already locked in for Eximious right now. Well, and Rakan, I do, however, feel that is going to be a Brand Shen bot lane. I, however, don't think they're gonna send the Shen top lane. I think because
Oh man, that
his
brand is
more
gonna do a lot of
innovative
damage.
picks. And one of
Looks
his
like
more
they'll be
innovative
putting
picks.
ball lane onto Eximious will be putting their ball lane onto much safer picks in the form of Zaya and Recon. They have a lot of safety built into their kits, and it's much harder to get them in comparison to the Jinx and the All-Star that they had picked in the previous game. Looks like not too much trust going into their bottom lane this game, giving them a little bit of a safety net so they don't just completely botch the lane.
So they don't just int like last game.
Oh god.
Anyways, yeah, but you know, I like the picks what we're seeing so far. Really strong champions coming out. Going to the second ban, Galio, Eximious banning out the Galio. Pretty interesting. I mean, you might think they wanted to pick the Galio with the Nocturne, but no, they're just gonna ban it out instead.
They might have something else in mind for this, and they might have even expected them to pick Galio in turn, and they don't want the Galio to counter the Nocturne. So in a way, Galio does counter Nocturne along with the Shen, so if they had too much defensive measures for the Nocturne, that pick would be probably neutralized, so they want to probably keep the Galio away from the hands of Ruthless.
Yeah, probably.
Not to mention how proficient their mid laner had proved in the previous game, how his rotations and how his timings and just everything with the Galio is so good. He's able to react across the map, and it's obviously a comfort pick for the rest of his teammates as well. They know their mid laner is going to be there to back them up.
Indeed, I mean, when you are a Galio one trick, it's pretty hard to fuck up the champ. Nivea being locked in. We still have the mid laner yet to be locked in for Ruthless. I don't really know what it's gonna be. To be honest, he can pull out anything he wants right now. Syndra, LeBlanc, AP mages, or even AD. Zed's open. Talon is open.
Wait, check out this comment saying sounds like 2 6th graders are casting, says Syntastic A7X.
A7X, oh, interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Anyways, comps are locked in. Judging by the pick and ban phase, who do you think won the pick and ban phase? Do you think Eximious won, or do you think Ruthless won?
Oh, the Zoe is definitely a really annoying pick to play against, but they do have pick in the form of Nocturne, but they do have safety in the form of Kindred and the Shen, so I think it actually is pretty even. The split push I feel like goes over to Jax, but it also depends on who's gonna play the early game well enough and whether Renekton can gain a lead or some kind of snowball effect. As for the Brand, he's just gonna do a lot of damage. Who cares if he dies? You know, he just wants to pop that ulti, do some damage, and then just leave it to his teammates. Sit back, relax when he's dead, smoke a blunt.
Wouldn't recommend to smoke a blunt.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Seriously, don't do it. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Not if you're Eximious. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, Eximious might want to run away from the reality facing them right now of the loss from the previous game.
Unfortunate. Let's see if we can let's see if they can come back with a second game. Judging by the comps, you know, they have a decent comp. They've got the Nivea mid, they've got the Jax top, and they've got the Nocturne jungle. You know, decent picks overall on the board. Hopefully they give us a more entertaining game. Going back to Ruthless's comp, you know, it's pretty good. Shen, Brand, Reconnecting, Kindred, Zoe. I think, you know, both the comps look pretty even. I do, however, believe that
I do think they look pretty even.
Zoe has a bit more flexibility in the mid lane compared to the Nivea.
Yeah, I like, it's gonna be interesting. And I think this both teams have a pretty decent shot of winning, depending on how well they execute the compositions that they're running this game. Oh god. I don't think game 1 was like a perfect example of how good they can play. Maybe they perform better this game, or maybe they just get smashed again, in which case, rest in peace. My hopes and dreams. And $10.
Yeah, $10 is good as well, so once Ruthless wins this series, I'm probably gonna buy myself a big pizza tomorrow.
Oh man, to celebrate Ruthless's victory? I mean, I want that big pizza too. So I hope, you know, Eximious has managed to get me that pizza.
Hopefully I'm gonna order a big pepperoni pizza.
A big pepperoni. I hate your taste, man. Like, just like I hate Ruthless Gaming. I like Eximious, and I want fucking chicken fajita.
See. Eximious Gaming is like pineapple on pizza. Ruthless Gaming is like the nice crispy pepperoni on pizza.
Okay, pineapple, I agree, is disgusting. but Ruthless Gaming is like one of those really sloppy, greasy pizzas, whereas Eximious is like one of those thin, crusted, beautiful, just scrumptious pizzas. Like, not for some pizzas that are like from a really cheap joint that try to hike up their sales by reducing the prices to just so low. It's like quality versus quantity, whereas Ruthless Gaming is quantity and Eximious is quality. If you know what I mean.
Shit. I mean, the quality last game kind of went a bit out of control.
It happens, when you have a lot of sales, it's hard to keep up consistency. Unlike, Ruthless Gaming, which is always just a shitfest of trying to make the sales, giving quantity over and over again.
Well, we're gonna have the battle of pizzas once the spectator delay is gone, and I've got a really important question to ask you. So, in Pakistan, do people prefer Pizza Hut or Domino's? Considering.
Oh man, I don't think I prefer Domino's. I've rarely had Domino's.
So you guys are more of like Pizza Hut people, yeah?
Probably. I wouldn't speak for the rest of the community. I just eat McDonald's generally.
Oh, okay. McDonald's. Do you guys have the same? Do you guys have the same menu that we have, like the Maharaja Max and the McAloo Tikki and all that stuff, or do you guys have a different menu?
Depends. Is there like beef involved?
Oh no, we don't have beef. No.
Yeah, we have a lot of beef options. Like we're just like I don't know. Other than that, there's.
Could you kind of send me some, just like, pack it up and like, nobody needs to know about this?
You're gonna get a lot of hate for that one. What kind of Indian are you, man?
Oh shit. Don't expose me on stream like this.
You just exposed yourself, bro. Have some decency. You're representing your people here. And we're off the loading screen.
In the loading screen, we got Ruthless Gaming with 4 skins versus Eximious with 0 skins. I mean, it's not their main account, so
I just like to point out, Faker doesn't use any skins. Just saying.
Yeah, but Faker
best player in the world.
Faker doesn't go 1-7 as Jinx against Galio Nocturne Chen.
I say those results are inadmissible because he just got a new mouse. Okay, just say.
Alright, we go. That's an acceptable excuse. Right in the game we go, and we gotta pause. So his ping is 230. Alright, good.
How do you know what his ping is? Oh.
All chat.
I mean, we've learned to expect this already. I think going on without a pause would just be sacrilege to their long-time tradition.
We have a tradition, so every time we play a custom games, whether it's like, Tumpu Invitationals or like Baijan Scrim Central, these are like some of the famous custom games we've got, or like, I don't know, Sunday fucking scrims or something like that. We always pause every custom games just for like, it's just tradition, just pause every single time, at least like a 20-second pause or something. Okay. I mean, I say 20 seconds, but it usually is 20 minutes. So.
Okay, chat. Like before we begin this match, I have an activity for you to do. Which one of us does Pakistani Loki or Indian Eureka have the better fake accent? Vote either.
Oh, if we're
Pakistani
doing fake
Eureka?
accents, then I'm doing a British accent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do like this tea. Like,
alright,
wow,
mate. We're getting into the game. We got Eximious Gaming versus Ruthless Gaming right now.
Oh boy, this is so fucking exciting. I can't wait to get into this game. It's going to be some quality content. Like, wow.
Quality in it.
Mate, like, I'm absolutely flabbergasted here. Okay, never mind.
27 minutes on the pause time. How long are we gonna wait for this bloody fucking thing? Oh, I'm supposed to keep it PG-13. My bad, guys.
Yeah, keep it PG, man.
mistakes. Pretty long pause time we've got there. Let's get to know our countries better. So, have you ever been to the UK?
Yes, I have been to the UK.
Yeah, so I study in the UK right now. And, we have Indian restaurants there, but we have a lot of, like, Pakistani restaurants as well. So, near my university, we have this place called Flavors of Lahore. And
Mm-hmm. Well,
The Indian Pakistani food in the UK is way better than the one in India. Like butter chicken, it's so creamy and buttery, and it's just filled with good fat and stuff like that. And here it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get good butter chicken here, but like, I don't know. I just feel the need to eat butter chicken in the UK.
normally, like people from the UK value the authenticity of the food from this here, whereas you're like, I like the food here, man. It's better quality from like the home ground of the food itself. That's just kind of cheap, man. You gotta
don't know,
respect the
man.
authenticity, like the origins.
I mean, let's be honest. What is British food? It's just fucking deep fried fat bullshit, I guess.
Wait, isn't that American food as well?
I mean, it's literally the same thing, man. Americans copy Europe, British copies, I don't know. They just fucking, I don't know. It's
Looks
literally,
like the pause will be going through, and moats will be coming through, and they're across the rift within 2 seconds. And go we are.
Yep, back in the game right now. Level 1's coming out. I don't think we're gonna have too much of level 1s. Eximious eSports don't look like they're gonna go for an invade, neither does Eximious. They're just gonna be point guarding at the river brush, trying to spot out some information on the jungle. What I really didn't like about Eximious last game is none of the laners, like the bot lane showed themselves so. Oh, we're gonna have a brand face checking ninja way over
Yikes!
there.
That dominance being asserted from the level 1 stage of the game.
2 wards coming out. Questionable. Good word on Ruthless for getting that ward into the Tribush. Will spot the leash. which
Hashtag
is-
caster bias. My Eximious' warp was pretty good too. Okay, no it wasn't, but you know. Jeez, this brand is dominating.
2 Qs already in like less than a minute.
He should change his name to Ali Zuffer because damn, that's some harassment I'm seeing. Okay, maybe too soon. Too soon.
Anyways, 1 minute. Jugglers are going to be starting on the opposite side from each other. I think Ruthless already has information that Nocturne is going to be starting as red. Eximious, however, I don't know if they do have information or not. Let's see how the Reconnecting plays it out. Will he go to lane as soon as... Yep, he's just going to be meeting Jackson lane right now. So both junglers at the moment know where each other started. Good. Oh, I got some trading going on.
Oh, some trading going on. What is
Ended on
Bazigar doing? He
Bazigar.
took such a bad trade there.
Half HP already, doesn't look too good for Reconnecting. We'll use his pots and try to heal up.
Yasuo Kazama on a comfort pick this time, definitely. Attack speed passive kicking in. Trade in favor
Oh
of
wow,
Jax.
goes on to Zaya right there. He's gonna take some damage. Will we see another EQ coming out
Very
from Brando?
aggressive. Very aggressive play coming in from the bottom side of Franco and Captain Kirk.
Getting pushed
We
in
might
level
be
two.
seeing a really bloody game very soon. Both bottom lane and top lane are in a position that they're trading and they're being aggressive. First blood. This might be another bloody game coming in. Taunt will land. Flash Q will land. Ignite goes down. Flash burn by Zaya.
Ooh,
Oh my
doesn't,
god.
however, kill him. Gets the summoners though.
Gets both of Zaya's summoners. She's in a very dangerous spot now. Might be zoned out of CS and experience. Damage being
What a
landed.
poke right
Zaya
here.
getting lower. Getting poked out quite hard.
So, and I think all lanes except for top lane is where Eximious has its advantage right now. I think that level 1 trade that Bazigar did really early on really screwed him over. But
Yeah,
here,
this is really tough.
we have
This is
another
really tough.
stun's
What
gonna
is
go
he
down.
doing? He's gonna go down.
Wow, it's gonna be a trade kill.
First blood going on to the Yasuo Kazama there though. Lead for the lane going on to again Yasuo Kazama. Both members do have TP, so the bonus gold definitely goes over to Kazama there. But the wave is pushing towards Bazigar, so he might be able to TP back and freeze in lane. And yes, Kazama might end up losing a lot of CS because of that, and experience, if he does decide to TP. And Kindred is there to punish him. I feel like this is a very conflicting decision on the side of Yasuo Kazama to either TP back in lane and risk being absolutely thwarted by the Kindred, or risk losing the CS, which is pushing towards Bazigar.
Yeah, he's in a pretty tight situation right now. If he TPs, he's just going to leave himself susceptible to ganks, and he's going to be soaking up more XP, but when Bazigar TPs, he's probably going to be taking more of the XP either way.
Titanic, show the
situation is-
scorecard, please. That's all.
User left your channel.
The scorecard's not being shown.
I think it's on the Satanic's side. Pause will be coming in. Players are just getting about ready to connect, and the game will resume in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. And I'm really interested in seeing what happens in the top lane and whether Kindred punishes the TP that's coming in. Looks like Jax will just... No, he will TP onto the safe side of his minion wave. Kindred is looking to do her camps. Nocturne is pathing towards top lane to provide safety for his Jax.
We might actually see a dive in bot lane. Zoe is roaming down there.
Oh, that is a very good roam. No summoners on Xayah. And Flash not available on Shen. This might be really difficult.
Anybody.
Wave is being shoved in here. They'll have one whole wave to take down Xayah. It is definitely possible. Xayah will recall though, and Rakan is the only one left. Wave, a bit of CS lost on Zoe's end. She will lose the melee side of her wave. Nocturne will run into the Kindred there, just a little bit of face-to-face. Checking up on each other, and a trade going in favor of Renekton.
We got the Nocturne coming up over in the top lane. He is waiting into Tribrush right now. They're gonna go. Counter-Strike does land on Renekton right now.
Oh, this is devastating. Renekton might go down. Oh, no, they will not go for that. He does manage to eat to safety. But he will be forced to recall. But he does, however, have TP available.
Bazagar did not use his TP, can just TP back to lane and collect the remaining CS, which is there. It is a cannon wave though, so it's...
However, the same option is not reserved for Yasuga Kazama. He's in another pinch here. Because right now, Renekton has TP, he can go for the items. But what Kazama wants to do is just push in the wave. However, he is obviously scared of Kindred. He does have sufficient vision keeping him safe. Trades going on to Yasuga Kazama. He will get low, but he's still looking to push in the wave so he can get that ideal recall.
Oh, Bazagar going a little bit aggressive, slice and dices out, dodges the counter-strike. Meanwhile,
looking to slice and dice back in, stun will land from Zoe. Anivia's stun will miss, get a bit of poke down. Nocturne will meet Kindred. Kindred looking to go aggressive, Ninja Wave coming in, rotations, Kindred will just walk out to safety. Wave is on the side of Ruthless Gaming's bottom side right now. Xayah being zoned out from precious experience in gold. A very solid CS lead of 34 coming in from Ruthless Gaming side compared to 19. That is very devastating in a game of this level.
Nope, Xayah is gonna get the stun. Con Flash is not gonna come out. Xayah will live with about half HP.
Rakan will show up to provide some safety, but this is a really rough spot.
Standing on the Scuttle Crab.
They might look for something here. Flash taunt maybe, then follow up from the Kindred, and not. It looks like a Nocturne is also within the area.
He is in the bush right now. They're gonna go for it right now. Flash taunt is landed right now. Stun's gonna go down. Xayah's gonna go down right now.
Ignite is ignited. Nocturne coming in.
Nocturne is tunnel vision pretty hard on Fufu Cutie. Is gonna take him down right now.
This is actually
that's gonna be a 1 for 1. Sorry.
Renekton diving the Jax here.
Wow.
He will go down, but Renekton might go down to the turret as well. And he will not go down. He will get to safety. Knows his champion's limits very well. And a solo kill for Bazagar.
Indeed. Eureka, what time are you at inside the client right now?
6:34, 6:35, 6:36, 6:37.
Oh, okay. Alright. I thought we were mistimed because of the Reconnecting play, but whatever. We're on the same time.
Yeah.
Gold right now, has 1,000 gold in his pocket right now. He's probably gonna go pick up his lost chapter. Yep, he picked up his lost chapter and is gonna TP right back into lane.
Well, this game isn't as big of a bloodbath as it was last game. That's for sure. So we might see an actual contest of the game, but the wave control is being a bit messy here from... Oh wow, trade going on to the Renekton. This Jax is quite dominant in lane right now because of his pick and the flask.
So Jax does have a pretty good sustain in lane right now. You know, we've been having a lot of action happen in the top and bot lane, but we really haven't been nothing hasn't really been happening over in the mid lane. I mean, Zoe should be having priority over Anivia, but you know.
Just a
It's
bit
been
of
pretty
trades going out.
stalemate.
Nivea does have the CS lead. She's just shoving in the wave. Both party members of mid lane are just using their mana to trade and they're running out and to wave clear. So it's kind of even there with the slight
Ruthless
edge
Gaming
for
over there
Nivea.
timing the enemy blue buff. I think that's gonna go over to Kaka. Fufu has taken their blue buff, so they are gonna be stealing the blue buff away from Nocturne, I believe. I don't know if
Or
Nocturne
Nivea in this case.
Probably.
And it will be going over to the Zoe probably, and she will get priority in
Oh,
lane
we have a
because of
fight
that.
over in top lane. Baziger, I mean,
Yasuo Kazama seems to be losing that fight. Will back off.
Oh, here comes a dive. Kindred in the tri brush. Going to dive.
This
right
is looking really rough.
now. Flashes
Kindred
away.
will- Flashes away. Chase ensues. Will not go for it any further.
Here the disengage from
Nocturne
that.
coming into range. He is level 6. He is ready for an ultimate. Although Kindred does have vision control in that side of the jungle, and it will spot Nocturne.
Nocturne right now,
Yasuo Kusama looking to go aggressive. They know Nocturne is in the area that will not take that fight. The bottom lane is not losing as badly as last game, but they still are quite behind in comparison.
But I'm really waiting to see where Nocturne plans on ulting. Is he gonna use that ulti to get Jack's priority over in the top lane, or is he gonna help out his bleeding bot lane and try to get them some help right now? Because right now he's just been power farming his entire jungle, and I think that ward did catch him out.
I think one of the most devastating things that can happen is probably a really nice rotation by the Zoe, but Nivea is doing a good job of keeping the wave pushed in, so it's making it more difficult for Zoe to actually
Oh
roam and get.
wow! Oracle Lens dies right in time, and
Oh,
Nocturne's
this-
unable to clear out that ward.
Slice and dice back in, trade onto the Jax, Nocturne, and something might go down in the top lane here, and judging by the HP bars... wait, is he doing the Herald?
It was just a
No,
misclick, I believe.
he's just scouting.
Oh wait, he is doing the Herald. He put it out, and now he's doing it.
Wait, he's doing the Herald.
All right, this is a pretty interesting play coming out from Examies right now.
Yeah,
Will he
and
be
looks
able
like
to
he'll
do
be
it?
getting it. He'll get the
He
Herald.
is.
Oh my god, what a mistake. But it looks like there won't be a punish for it. It would have been quite ideal. Zoe will roam, maybe find Nocturne, and Nivea does recall.
Nope. Examies, I do believe Examies got the rift. Yep.
Oh,
Examies
but
did get
look-
the rift with the
Oh,
smite.
flash from the Nocturne will get away. Really nice W onto the Zoe stun. Pretty much saved his
Oh,
life there.
OTing. I don't think this is a
Oh,
good idea, to
what?
be honest.
What? He's completely isolated. What was that?
He-
A bit of a...
I think he ultied just to pick up the Herald. I'm not too sure.
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably... Did he get the Herald though? Because it does have a lower cooldown
Yeah,
now.
yeah, he got,
and it does
he
go
got
up.
the Herald. Yeah, he got the Herald, but he wasted
So-
the ulti, so I don't know if that's worth or not.
It seems as though he valued the Herald enough to give up his life for it, because he did put a lot of effort into it. Toxic and Ugly taking a pretty nasty trade here. Oh my god. Zoe will be getting really low
We're
there.
gonna get a dive on the Jax right now. Sun's gonna
Jax
go
to
down.
being
Yep,
low,
he's gonna go down.
getting really low, and he will go down. Renekton will get out with just a little bit of health remaining.
200
Taunt will
HP.
land onto Xayah. Xayah will channel her ulti, knock up onto two people. Xayah just running away. Ultimate, Recon gets the ultimate onto Xayah, and lots of damage going down on both sides. Although Nivea does currently have priority in lane, top lane turret will be going down.
Top point turret does go down. First turret gold does go on the Ruthless side. They do have a 3K there.
Ruthless Gaming currently solidly in the lead. Game can still go either way though.
It can, but it looks really doubtful to me. I mean, 3K gold differential at 12 minutes is very, very bad. Anyways, Jax freezing. Try to freeze his lane, top lane. To be honest, bot lane's gonna go down right now. Ruthless should be looking towards taking that dragon.
Blue buff will go over to Zoe. Waves still constantly being pushed in. Renekton in the blue side of Nocturne's jungle just securing some vision and safety from him for him to split push. Kindred in the bottom side of the map, Nocturne also on the bottom side of the map. We might be seeing some action very soon.
Eximious can do about that ward.
Is Kindred looking to do Dragon? I think she's just looking to spot Nocturne on the other side of the map so she can just start it up.
We got a fight happening over here. Nope. Slicing dice out. Nocturne's spending a lot of time on this top side. I don't know what he's really looking for when his bot lane's bleeding. Probably looking to get some counter jungling. However, it's not really worth it at this stage. You've got an open Renekton in the top lane. You could easily gank through Tribe Rush. They don't have vision of Renekton right now. Ruthless, on the other hand, starting the Mountain Drake. He's gonna pick up the Mountain Drake right now. And that's the problem when your bot lane has almost zero pressure. You just have to give up the objectives on the bottom side.
Yep. Xayah not too developed on her items either. Top lane in a bit of a dominant spot here. Pretty big wave. And he will E in, slice and dice back out. Nice trade.
Kindred looks like they're gonna drive bot right now.
And Nocturne looks like he's gonna dive top. Both opposite sides of the map. Plays being made. Setup being
Herald's gonna be used.
That might be tier 2 in favor of Eximious. They might just give this turret up. But it might just be too late. They might not be able to get away. TPV. This is really well played by Eximious. They're gonna out-rotate. And Nivea is able to wave through. They will not be able to get this turret. Renekton is not enough to stop 2 people in the top lane. He should not be enough there. Oh, Shen ulti coming in as soon as the engage starts. And Nocturne will go down. That's so well played. Well coordinated. They will push in the bottom lane, but Ruthless will rotate to the mid lane and attempt to take another turret.
Alright, Ruthless focusing the mid turret right now. Probably will get it. Left this way, yeah. I don't know. Nope. Fufu's not gonna stay. Oh, here comes Olivia. She's just gonna clear out the way right now.
That was really well played by Ruthless there. They just waited for the engage to start.
Use too many resources on the top side, not taking into the account the global ultimate coming from the Shen and the TPs.
Not enough things.
I think Toxic and Ugly is in trouble right here. Oh no, Wall does come out. He's gonna.
Oh, but he might still be in trouble. Damage will land, but the stun will not. He will get out safely.
It still is in a pretty bad deficit right here. ADCS to 131. Don't know what they're actually doing. Spellshit's gonna go up. Small little skirmish over on the Raptor camp right there. It's not really gonna.
Franco just chilling in the enemy team's jungle.
Taking control over that Tribe Rush. Right side, the top lane turrets have evened out. Both tier 1 turrets in the top lane have been evened out. But still, there is a 2k gold advantage coming out from Ruthless right there. Which, again, is not very good at the time we're being in. Most of it is coming out from the bot lane. And Xayah just taking a heavy beating from this brand right here. Being able to really do much. Really struggling in this lane. They need to get Xayah to safety where she can farm at a decent pace, but somehow
right now
not
she's
happening.
just looking to complete her items. I just hope they can delay the game long enough. I feel like the Nivea picked especially for that purpose, where Xayah is able, they're able to buy enough time for the AD carry to just get going. But the Shen and the damage output from Kindred and just so much coming in from Ruthless Gaming, it's going to be difficult. The items are just getting built here, and the efficiency.
Call. Zoe is gonna have to give up a wave, I believe. Things coming out. Kranko taking the wards right now. Oh, Taunt's gonna land onto Recon right there.
And it's just a small little skirmish, just a couple of trades going down. We're seeing a fight up in the top lane, level 10 versus 11. Not a fight Yasuga Kazama might want to take. And Nivea roaming in. Renekton looking to go back in.
She's gonna come out. Reconnecting is gonna go down.
And he will burn flash as well, trying to get the kill, but bottom tier turret will be sacrificed.
Yeah, that's a problem. Nocturne's just been focusing too much on this lane, and he really hasn't been getting too much about it.
Well, it's not something he can actually focus on bottom lane because they're way too behind, and their only goal is to farm up and delay the game anyway. And this is looking really rough for their bottom lane at the moment. Red buff, bottom side jungle being taken in. Camps will be responding soon, so this is going to be a pretty damaging blow for the Nocturne, who wants to stay up in experience and stay relevant in the game.
Yeah, you can just look at the level of domination coming out from Ruthless. You know, they get the bot lane turret, they get wards all over the all over Eximious' bot side jungle, and they just completely take over the entire jungle. Take the Raptor camp, they take the Krugs, they take literally, they even took.
Oh, Anivia might be looking into danger. They will not go for the flash taunt. Damage will be put onto Anivia, but manages to stay a strong, solid rock, clearing up the waves, buying some time for her teammates.
Oh,
a stun might land.
Right here.
This
Oh
might be a
God,
one-shot. Taunt will land. A ninja wave will go down. Not enough respect given to the damage coming in from Zoe.
Oh, Fufu Cutie is just gonna.
Toxic and Ugly does not want to fight this. He's out of mana. Superior Jungle seems to have the opposite idea. Chase ensues, and he will be taking down the Wait, he will flash away. Both parties will just die, but except Flash will be traded for. It's quite even.
But not really even. Fufu Cutie gave his shutdown away unnecessarily.
So that's definitely in favor. No passive. Anivia goes down. Rakan might be looking to go down. Nope. Taunt. Wow. Okay. Just so tanky this Shen. Franco-sama is getting out.
Okay.
Oh, what the hell? What was that?
I mean, last game you got the Jinx ending, now you've got the Rakan ending now. Just walk straight into Brand.
Satanic forward the game a little. Satanic forward the game a little.
But he's fortunate from Rakan over there.
Oh boy, you might be seeing a 3-0 sweep here. Ruthless Gaming is turning out to be the more dominant team. Their bottom lane is not able to keep engaged by the Nocturne. Zanya coming in. Nocturne getting low. Lots of damage coming out from Brand. Flash heal from the Xayah. Shen will fall. Xayah looking for Brand. Wow, he will go down to the Brand passive. Kindred turns in, gets the kill onto Ninja Way. He will go down. Wow,
Meanwhile,
that's really
is just
unfortunate.
gonna solo the Infernal Drake, like nothing else is happening here. Oh no, he's gonna get some help from Fufu. I think Eximious is probably getting tired of this game right now. They're probably looking to just take the Baron and end.
Eximious?
No, Ruthless, my bad. Pretty bad mistake right there.
Pretty
yeah.
bad. Oh, Shen
Zoe
ultimate coming in. Pressure look.
Hunt's gonna
This
go
is
on to the chicken, and the
devastating.
chicken
Toxic
is gonna
Ugly
be
will go
very
down. The teamwork from Ruthless Gaming is impeccable. The way they utilize their TPs, the way they set everything up is just dominant. Wow, such gameplay. I'm so impressed right now. I'm actually genuinely very impressed with Ruthless Gaming. The way they're playing the game is just beautiful. I'm so impressed. Like, the smoothness of the plays they pull off is just like impeccable.
Baron's gonna be pinged, that's gonna go down. I don't think Eximious will contest.
It's not quick enough. They won't be able to respond, I think. Not to mention Zoe is just there. It's really hard to stop Baron
Again, it is gonna TP. Here comes Nocturne. Ulti is gonna go straight on.
It's not gonna be quick enough. They're gonna look for a fight. What? The Baron's still coming in. What? This might be a turn. Kindred ultimate will come in. People are going down here. Xayah doing damage onto the Brand. And oh, it will not be enough. They will go down. Anivia will go down. Rakan will go down. Jack's coming in a bit late. But wow, nice stun. They're just taking every. Oh wow, that is unfortunate. All members of Ruthless Gaming go down.
That was a very interesting fight.
And the Baron also. The crucial Baron steal from the Nocturne coming in. Just
So
wow.
Nocturne steals the Baron, they got the TP. It looked like Eximious had the fight, and then I saw Xayah step up a little bit too close to them.
The
Gets
Jax
one shot.
rotation was also a bit late, but they did manage to make the best of that fight. This might be the comeback. The shutdown's going down and it's been proven relevant.
Well,
And the
Eximious,
split
you know,
push
they've
is getting
managed
strong.
to they've managed
Look
to cover the goal deficit right now. They're not in the deficit anymore.
Now things are actually getting interesting. I feel like Ruthless may have much more of a tough time due to that one mistake they just made. It wasn't even a mistake. It was just something that, like the Baron Seal coming in, the damage coming in. It's just like, it's not something you could have predicted.
Well,
Now
it was a
things
50-50, and the 50-50 went over to Eximious for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they do with the Baron, though. I don't think they should be able to siege, I'm assuming, at least one turret.
I think
alright.
they're going to
Hopefully they
rely
don't
on
take
their
stupid
Jax as a
fights
split
right here.
pusher. Yeah, they don't want to do that. They want to rely on their Jax as a split pusher, but they do have... Oh god, that Zoe is scary. Two needlessly large rods with Mercury Treads and a Luden's Echo. Very scary Zoe indeed. You don't want to fight her against her around these corners and edges where she can just stun you from a blind spot.
Yep, and I guess they're not going to be doing much with. Continuing to counter jungle. Toxic and Ugly goes top lane and tries to push that wave in. They are going to take this turret finally.
And Ruthless Gaming
top
will be
lane
going
second tier.
for the middle tier turret. This might be a bit of a race, but I do think they might engage onto Ruthless Gaming here with a Nocturne ultimate. We might see a really hard engage. There are only two people here. Renekton's starting to rotate top. They expect a dive. This is going to be a bit of a base race with Jax pushing in bottom lane. This is weird. Nocturne should have just kicked in the ultimate already. I feel like this is way too slow.
I don't know what's going on here. I see Toxic and Ugly is going to go down right now. He's going to go into edge pump. They should get a kill on the
Passive
Franco
coming
right
in.
now.
This is in favor of Eximious. This is really well played. What is this? What is this? Where's the TP? Just get them, come on. What are they doing? They're so scared.
A good reason, I believe. The Zoe looks a bit scary. Meanwhile, Jax
Oh, the
is
Zoe is
pushing.
definitely scary.
Two levels on the Renekton right now. I don't think the Renekton should be being in
Oh
like that.
wow, stun will land onto Nivea. Taunt will land. So Nivea will go down. Jax playing really aggressively, getting the turret, but the minions are no longer there. But the turret probably will go down.
Well,
Chase ensues.
Well, they've accomplished more than I could ask for. I just want one turret with the Baron on them. They've managed to get four turrets, sorry, and almost get that top lane inhibitor.
That I feel like the play was way too slow from Eximious' side. If they just instantly jumped the gun onto Zoe, but although Zoe does not even have Zanya in that stage, so it would have been difficult for her to survive if they had just instantly jumped her when they had the numbers advantage.
We got a famous Kaka Baron calls. Just not going the way he wants it to, but Eximious Gaming, you know, they're right now for the first time ever kind of even with Ruthless right now. And let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can somehow push their advantage
we'll
even
be
further.
walking into blind. We'll get stuck. Oh, nice. That'll be good reaction time there. The split push is quite deadly. He is winning the split push battle between Jax and Renekton. I mean, obviously that's just how the matchup goes, given enough time. Titanic Hydra is already there. Trinity Force is there. Tabbies, not to mention a little bit of lifesteal.
Infernal Drake is up. I wonder what they're gonna do with it.
Top lane is pushing for Ruthless Gaming side.
Ruthless has started the Infernal Drake. Let's see how the fight's gonna go out. Oh,
The setup I feel is in favor for Ruthless Gaming, so they... Oh, what? Not this time. Get the dragon once. I mean, it's not something you can do twice in a row. It is a 50-50. So, yeah. But I guess it's worth to take the risk because you don't lose much out of it, except for gold.
I don't think that was worth it all. Like, if they were in a position to fight it, I guess probably go for it. If you're just gonna ult like that and try to pray for a miracle steal, yeah, it's just
it's not really a
like
miracle steal. It's kind of 50. Oh wow, Jax will be getting caught out here. Looking.
Could escape.
What, that flash is so wasted. I don't think he can get away from this, can he? Oh wow, he manages to get away. Really? Wow. Unexpected.
Well, Zaya's gonna go down.
Oh, taunt will miss, but it will not be enough. W coming in, too much damage. And Eximious is just being split apart and digested by the likes of Ruthless Gaming.
Yep, Eximious Gaming have completely thrown whatever
chance of winning they had. Knockup going on to Zoe.
much.
Zoe will go down. Ignite onto Zoe. Recon traded in exchange. But the turret will be going down in bottom lane. That might even be inhibitor. Nocturne looking to defend. Going aggressive onto the Renekton. Not enough. Shen ultimate will come through. Kindred looking to go aggressive. Slow will land. Stun lands onto TP channeling in as well from Ruthless Gaming side.
It could be an inhibitor, but they're playing very, very unsafe. Oh my god, Zaya. That is just painful to watch.
Oh god.
Every blade caller I see from the Zaya, just like, I feel like the spikes of the Zaya is just going into the back of my head. Like, it's just so fucking painful.
Oh man, what a devastating series for Eximious.
Yeah, well, Baron's up. If Eximious can somehow secure the second Baron without doing a typical Indian throw, then I'm pretty sure they could actually get at least the inhibitors in the top and bottom lane, which would give them a better chance of winning. However, I don't think Ruthless is gonna give it to them that easily. Let's see what's going on here. A fight for vision right now. Oh my god, Recon is going to get one shot. No, half HP. He was coming out on the Baron side. It's just gonna be a fight for vision right now. Unless Eximious wants to overstep their boundary.
Yeah. Oh boy, they're looking to set up Baron again with that really annoying Zoe pick that is so scary around the Baron pit because of all the walls and all the little nooks and crannies she has available to her.
Ninja Way, what are you doing? You just got your support killed right now.
Oh, stun lands onto the Recon. The Q coming in. Stun prediction will not land by the Nivea. Split push coming in. And Jax will go down. They're gonna look for a fight in the middle lane.
Right on to Zoe right now. Zoe does look like she's on. Drowsy is gonna go down onto.
Fear will not land, and this might be Nocturne dead instead. Oh, nice! Shen ulti will be wasted. This is nice. Finally, something happening. That's good. Jax being chased by the Kindred will probably go down here. Kindred will look to join up with her teammates. Eximious not utilizing the time bought by Jax there. And not to mention
Ugly is level 17, however the Zaya is level 13. I don't know how they've been splitting farm or anything, but Ruthless is gonna go straight for that Baron right now. I don't know, I think Eximious realizes it. Toxic and Ugly is just gonna have to face it.
Channeling in the TP, gets the wall. Can wall them in and just place an R if he plays it well enough. But
Daniel's just gonna go down. He's waiting for his team, but his team is not there yet. Toxic and Ugly is gonna go down.
Lots of damage going through, but he will just go down here. Passive coming in, Zaya putting in the damage, but Kindred ulti too good there. That knockoff was pretty solid, but not enough damage. Kindred, Zaya does not even tickle them. And that's probably gonna be an inhibitor. Zaya does nothing, no damage at all. Just way too far behind in this game.
Different level, and like the rest of the team are just on a different chapter. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they're totally not like focused on the same things. Like, I don't know. It just looks very weird to me.
Oh boy. Honestly, really well played by Ruthless. They've showed that they have been the better team so far, and not to mention they've executed everything better than Eximious. They predicted what they're trying to do, and they've added complex layers. The smoothness of the things they do and the way they pull it off is admirable. But the Barons start coming in here, a desperation play coming in from Eximious here. Everybody collapsing towards the Baron. This might actually go down. This might be some kind of turning point. Baron, Zoe might try to steal it. Kindred is too far away for the smite steal. She might look to stun the land.
Ruthless. Kaka is gonna steal the Baron. That's gonna be Ruthless Gaming's fight. Eximious Gaming, they had a chance, they threw it away. And that's, I believe, is gonna be game right after Ruthless cleans.
And they're all in. This is just over. GG, well played. And game number 2 also goes to Ruthless Gaming. Wow, what a show. What a showing. What was so well played by Ruthless Gaming.
Stun landed onto Coxkin Ugly. Let's see if he can do anything. Stun lands onto Fufukiri right now. He does have GA and he's gonna go down. That's gonna be it. Nexus turrets are gonna go down. The Nexus is eventually gonna go down in like 2 seconds. And GG. Ruthless Gaming 2-0 Examies. We'll see you in game 3.
See you in game 3. What an exciting series, and especially for Ruthless Gaming fans. Eximious has shown to be outclassed so far by the likes of Ruthless.
Like back.
User disconnected from your channel. Sound muted.
लोकी को बोल अनम्यूट कर देने को.
Loki is not casting.
Oh wait, I am
User
casting.
was
Hello.
moved out of your channel.
I'm casting. Eureka and I.
Oh, so tell Eureka. I'll be leaving then.
Okay, I turned on the stream, but like it's dependent on the guy on the Facebook page to get it started.
Oh, it's live on the same link.
Okay, sweet. Then they can hear you, by the way. They just can't
That's
hear
fine.
me. So you guys just start up the casting or stream or whatever.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the YouTube for YouTube as well to start, and then we should go pretty much. Yeah, it's loading. Just waiting.
Casting with Loki was fun.
It was. I told you, both of you are like so similar. They just kind of worked out. Some people were getting a little cringy, but they can just, that's their problem, not mine, in my opinion. It was fun. Yeah, we'll do
BC
that
Loki
for
Eureka.
finals.
I call it.
I'm exhausted. Oh, you mean finals? Oh, I thought you meant this match.
Oh, perfect. The stream is live.
Vidushi,
It's
what's
live,
your
same
bitrate
link.
coming on the right hand side?
Okay, sweet.
It looks
they
our
can hear
stream
you,
is
by the
pretty.
way. They just
That's
can't hear
fine.
me. By the way, who? Oh wait, no, never
So you
mind.
guys
I know.
just start up the.
Is it 4 digit,
Uh,
3 digit?
Yeah, we're just waiting on
Okay, then it's cool.
YouTube for YouTube as well to start, and then
Yeah, then it's fine.
pretty much. Yeah, it's loading. Just waiting.
Casting with Loki was fun.
It was. I told you, both of you are like so similar. They just kind of worked out.
Alright,
Some people
perfect.
were
So I
getting
think
a
we're
bit
good
to
to
go,
You guys,
but
yeah. Yep.
you might not
Good
get the
luck.
brilliant quality, or sorry, production value that Rohit was bringing, but we will have a game 3, and thank you, Eureka and Mogambo, for filling up for us. This might be the last game of the series, guys. If Ruthless continue their aggression, or if Eximious can get back, is something we will have to see. We are going to finish all the games tonight. I know it's a bit late, but such is life sometimes. Things get delayed, and spectator bugs really did not help us out. We probably wasted around in 1 hour or so in those things, so can't do much about that. I think the players are almost ready. However, Eximius will be taking red side this game. Since Ruthless won the draft, they will take blue side again. Just waiting on their players to arrange, and we will begin the game shortly. So this is game 3. If you guys are just tuning in, the semifinals have started with the game got started without Fufu Cutie in it. That was kind of funny, but okay then. So they will wait before that happens. So let's see if Ruthless Gaming are able to complete the 3-0 sweep, or if Eximious eSports will come out there with a comeback and things will change. We will have to see. Last game was pretty close, to be honest. Ruthless started off pretty damn well, but after a few minutes, I think they made a few mistakes on that clutch. Balance shield from Superior Jungle allowed them to come back in the game, but it wasn't to be. Anyways, we are live. Eureka, I think it's your time as well, my friend. Let's go. Are you there?
Wait, I thought I was just streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming. We're live. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome,
up?
guys. So I'm back for game 3. The Pakistani Loki is here, but the Indian Eureka had to go, so I'll be filling him for a meanwhile. We are in game 3. It's been a bit late, but let's see if that happens. And Eureka,
I'm casting. I thought I was just streaming.
No, you're casting as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know it's been a tough journey for you. Just let's power through the last, possibly the last game of the day.
Definitely.
Let's
This is
see
the
what
last
happens as
game
well.
of the day, and Morgana being banned out, Darius being banned out from
Microphone.
Ruthless
Same
Gaming
bans,
side.
yeah.
They're just repeating the ban. It's what's working for them. They have no reason to change it. However, Eximius keeps experimenting with the bans. They've had a couple of 2 rough games. We're heading into the 3rd and possibly the final game of the BO5 series between Eximius and Ruthless Gaming. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, and the Thresh gets banned out as well. So Cranko gets a little focus, I would say, with both his Shen and so both both the players he played, and this time Mundo gets blind picked here. Do note that the Jax is up. Last time it was banned out, and I think they just really love prioritizing the Mundo. That also means they are ready to give away the Nocturne, because if they give away the Nocturne, they can pick Kindred for themselves. So now that they know they can play against the Nocturne, having picking Kindred for themselves, they are in a good position personally to do that, and it's a nice pick away. So now you're seeing that champions are being picked away from Ruthless' side. You're seeing that Swing gets picked up from Eximious, and that probably would be going bot lane or be going top lane as well. Yasuga is known to play Swain too. Let's see if they're going to stir things up or not. And Toxin Ugly, is he going to go for his Yasuo again this time? It is left open. Or he's going to wait for the counter pick or something. We will have to see. The Braum gets picked up though, so a shield. So this time they banned out 2 of the supports and they picked out the Braum for themselves. I think that's pretty decent considering what they're doing. But let's see what Ruthless responds in return to that. Are they going to pick out the bot lane? It looks like a Braum Swain bot lane, and Brand is still up, mind you. So that's there. There's Fiddle as well. So a lot of stuff that Kranko can still play as well as Kirk can. Are they going to just go for the Zaya Rakan? However, even that's a decent combination. And it looks like it could be the Rakan pickup. Zaya Rakan on the side of Ruthless is a lot more dangerous than it is on the side of Eximious. And they end up picking the Nocturnes for themselves. So either now they are awaiting the pick from Kindred, or they're just too confident in picking the Nocturne for themselves. And smartly enough, they do end up picking the
Kindred
Kindreds.
being locked in.
So it's role reversal this time, Eureka. The Kindred is on the side of Eximious, and the Nocturne is on the side of Ruthless.
Oh yeah, and there was some success by the Ruthless Gaming top laner on that window in the first game against Darius, I think. And the Kindred, again, you said roles have been reversed here. Let's see if Eximious can succeed in their attempt to utilize the picks that Ruthless Gaming have shown to be able to utilize pretty well.
Yep. At this point, I'm not sure what they can pick against the Mundo. The Mundo is just having a very happy time getting picked and doing what he can. And bot lane, though, it does mean that the Zaya is left open, and from the looks of it, it could be an obvious pick right now coming out from this thing. Because I was hoping that they would ban out the Zaya, because the Zaya Rakan combination can still work, or maybe they're just not afraid of playing it against the Braum and the Swain. So Heimerdinger ban is also against the Captain Kirk, but I'm not sure if that's really gonna be what they're looking at. Let's see what Yasuga ends up playing, and it's probably gonna be the Kled. It could be a Kled mid, mind you, not just Kled top. So that's actually a bit of leg spec coming out with the Yasuga. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And Kled does decently into the Mundo too, so not really a bad pick, and you don't know where that could be going at this point. So I like that the pick is sort of being flexed by Eximious, and Eximious' draft is actually looking quite interesting so far. Zaya, as expected, has been picked up. Just Zaya Lakan just too strong at this point, and Kranko and Kirk are pretty much the pioneers of playing that in the South Asia region. So I think they'll be pretty happy with their pickup too. Let's see what Kaka ends up picking. Kaka probably ends up playing Kled against him. It's going to be an LB. Whew, that's fun. Was not expecting the LB there.
Although I'm definitely having some good feelings about Eximius' draft this time around. They don't have Ninja Way on a really squishy champion that's really easy to make mistakes on. So maybe there's a bit more room for error this time around, and hopefully they can make stuff happen. Last game, they just seemed to be stumped. They hit a wall. They could not break through it. They could not climb over it. Hopefully this time they at least make the effort to start drilling some holes in the armor that is Ruthless Gaming.
Yeah, the Malzahar pickup right there. So that does mean that the Kled is going top and the Swain is going on the bot lane. So the thing is, Kaka is known to be kind of a beast on LeBlanc. It's one of his most comfortable champions and one of the most deadliest champions as well. So I think the comfort that he's getting on top of that is really, really good. I think there might be a small disconnect happening, but hopefully nothing major. Client bug will be restarting soon, so at least that's happened before the game started, so we're okay. We're not looking too bad on that. So
well, looks like we'll be seeing a wait. Hopefully it's a short one.
Yeah, I think they're just reconnecting their clients, so that should not take a lot of time. If you want to, I can get someone else to help cast out. Let me just check if
Yeah, okay, that would
Iceland
be
wants to
good.
do it. You can still chip in if you like to. Uh,
Yep.
you wanna cast Iceland along with us? Because Eureka is a bit. I mean, you won't be able to join us completely.
Hold on. Actually, I am DCing and I have packet loss, so I'm not sure that we go
You're not
a good
supposed to
idea.
5.
I do not tolerate cowardice. Your emperor shall return.
Audio is on, guys. Keep in mind.
Alright guys, welcome back to the third game of the LoL India Champions Cup between Eximious and Ruthless. I understand that there has been a very big delay in waiting, but a lot of the players from Eximious were not able to connect because of
Microphone
internet
muted.
issues, client issues, VPN issues, etc.
Sound muted. Sound
Bans are
resumed.
random at this point. The picks, however, will remain the same. I have with me my co-caster King of MOBA, who joins us back after watching Nutcracker Londe versus RVX. So, King of MOBA, my friend, even you were of the opinion that Ruthless will end up losing this game, but they are 2-0 up now. So, what does that make you feel about? Did you get to see the matches, by the way? That they played?
So I actually went out to get my dinner during the first game, but I was able to catch glimpses of it towards the end, and also in the second game again, just glimpses of it because I was kind of playing a hardcore FIFA game as I mentioned, and all I can say is that I think the first game, from what I saw, I think. Ruthless Gaming had a comfortable lead and they were never going to give it away. But I felt like Ruthless almost came to a point where they were almost throwing in the second game, and I think I think where Eximious I mean, they had a clear shot of winning. I don't know. I think there was a slight miscommunication maybe in the engages. I think they could have pushed the Baron buff into 3 lanes. I just think they didn't capitalize from the opportunity that they received so freely. And I mean, ultimately we would have had a 1-all coming into this third game, but right now it seems that this is going to be the penultimate game with
Yes. I mean, if
Ruthless.
that Baron Shield wouldn't have happened, that could have been a closer game as well. It could have been a much easier game for Ruthless finish up. The Baron Shield did not make it easy for Ruthless, and I think they need to be careful around those Baron Shields as well, because a Nocturne ulting and stealing a Baron is not something that they would want to happen in this game. However, seeing the drafts again, right? So this in this time, right, the junglers have been swapped out. So Eximious are the ones who are playing with Kindred, and it's Fufucuti on Ruthless who's playing the Nocturne. So this time, let's see how the role reversal ends up affecting the lanes, because it seems like Kindred is a good pick into the Nocturne, because if the Nocturne ulti someone, the Kindred can simply ult and save up that person from getting dove pretty handily. So that's the idea. Meanwhile, though, LB Kaka playing LB in the mid lane against Samalsa is also very interesting. I mean, it's a very, very comfortable pick for him. And Zarakan on the bot side for Ruthless also seems to be quite strong. However, this time, Swain has been picked up on the bot side. Do know that this game Ninja is not playing. I think his internet was having issues. So they are playing with their substitute player Vitamin C. I'm not sure if that's, or Leo as they call him in the Pakistan community. So he'll be playing Swain for them in the bot lane. So let's see how that ends up playing out. You do have Dr. Mundo being played top lane, and to round out the composition on the side will be the Braum that Chronic Cluster will be picking. So having a look at these drafts, King of MOBA, what do you think of the compositions?
I think in terms of the compositions, this time Eximious are opting to go for a much more safer picks in terms of creating the self peel. I mean, in terms of the Kled, right? You need to. It's always going to be issues because you have the Kled who can literally dismount from his, I mean, from Skull, and then and then regain all of his health again and get back on the mount. And then you have the Kindred who can block a lot of damage, and you have the Malza spell shield. Then you have a lot of peel coming in from the Braum, and then Swain himself has a lot of self peel. So it's going to be a harder battle for Ruthless to really try and burst these guys. I think what they're going to try and do is like go for the heavy engage, rather, I mean, try to scale themselves up. But at the same time, we do have the threat. We have seen how deadly. And something of note I have to mention is that we today in the morning, or rather in the afternoon or late evening, we saw how deadly Frost and Brutality were in lane. But having said that, they lost all their matches, right? But this bot lane is probably like I think 5 times stronger than that, because I saw how they were playing, and oh my god, like Kranko on Tresh was like 6. That's all I'm saying, right? He literally like landed every hook, every flail. Like he was such a playmaker.
I'll just be back in a minute. Alright, you can...
User disconnected from your channel.
So I feel like they have a lot of synergy going for them, and in terms of how they communicate as a lane, and they play that lane very aggressively. They almost dominate the laning phase so hard that they zone out the opposition from even contesting the farm. But then we do have a substitute coming in from Eximius, so we don't really know how the substitute is going to play, whether his playstyle is going to be much different, and we might actually see a reversal of their fortunes in this game, perhaps. So I personally hope that this does go to a game 5, because it's an interesting battle, and I think it's an old as rivalry between I think India and Pakistan. I mean, I can obviously talk about this because I'm technically the unbiased caster here, because I'm from Sri Lanka, so I don't have any allegiance to either party. But then I do understand that even when it comes to cricket, when it comes to any sport, always there's a lot of intensity when it comes to the two nations battling it out against each other, and I just want this to go to a game 5, because that'll be a really good, interesting battle uh, that'll pan out, and something that you can talk about for the coming months for sure. So it'll be really bad to see that Eximius get knocked out in this third game, but hopefully they've learned a lot from the last two games and bring in the substitute as well, so they clearly have a different game plan, and I'm pretty sure they can translate that to a better performance in this game. Meanwhile, my co-caster has decided to go and have a call, I guess. I don't know. Probably get some coffee, because it's quite late over here in the subcontinent. For all of you viewers watching in, leave your comments, and we are definitely going to be reading them out as well. Only thing is, please bear in mind that I do not understand Hindi, so it would be great if you guys could communicate in English so that I too can be a part of all this banter going on in the YouTube community chat.
My name is King of MOBA, and I think Ruthless Gaming sucks.
I did not say that, but I mean, see, this is the thing, right? So Eureka and I think in the casters chat, both of us were supporting Eximius for them to win, and ultimately they seem to have let us down quite hard, in terms of going to, 0-2 in the matchup versus Ruthless, and this is considering their performance at the South Asian Games, and I mean, yes, there are a couple of factors. People can say that, that it's the fact that the Pakistani boys are playing from over there, and then they don't have as great a ping as the Indians on the Garena server. But having said that, I mean, kudos. I'm going to use the Bishi's catchphrase here. Kudos to the Indian team for showing a very strong performance. I mean, no discredit. No discredit to them. They have played to the best of their ability, and you can really see the difference in skill, at least in the previous games. Maybe Eximius are gonna pull up their socks and say that that was just a practice game for us. We just took it easy. We just wanted to drag it to 5 games, and they're gonna create an upset here. We have a couple of comments here coming. Apparently, Neo is Keanu Reeves and Leo is DiCaprio. I don't know. So who is Leo? Eureka is taking a slight break, but he is actually catching all the entertainment in terms of the stream, because I mean, technically it's his stream. He's the one who's streaming it for us. So I think he's just tired of. Let's just say that, okay, right? So I can understand, right? So your team from your nation, right, is playing, and then they are not doing quite so well. I mean, you kind of tend to lose your enthusiasm as a caster. I mean, I don't care either way, because technically, I mean, yeah, I might have lost $10, but then for God's sake, but then, I mean,
It's okay, man. You're not alone in losing those $10. I lost $10 too.
yeah, but yeah, so I mean, I understand, the enthusiasm is a bit waning right now, because you have to be. But this is the thing, right? Who knows, right? They could literally just come back 3-0. to level the series and win the game and proceed to the finals. We never know, right? Like,
Yeah, bro. Oh wow, unable to download. It is
Microphone
back
activated.
with a vengeance. It is back with a vengeance. Unable to download spectator data. The game will now exit, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sign from God above. And like, I don't know, just please, I don't know, please win at least one game. I'm gonna go drink some water. Goodbye.
so I think, I mean, this is the thing, right? So I think we need to make a call at some point. Like, if this issue continues to pop up, I guess maybe we might have to play the third game like tomorrow. What do you think, Mogambo or Vidushi? Okay.
People can hear you. What do you mean they can't hear you? On Facebook they can.
User left your channel.
There are 2 streams, by the way.
You were moved.
Vidushi? Whoa. No, it's bugged. It's bugged. It's bugged. Don't. Everyone will exit. Press Alt F4 and mute the desktop audio on OBS.